Kickoff end over end. Berrios gets it just inside the end zone. He's got some steam. He's got a hole past the 30. He is off to the races. Braxton Berrios. Nobody in front of him. Berrios is going to score. Braxton Berrios. No flags on the play.
I woke up this morning and got myself done. Mama always said I'd be there.
Play action, bootleg out to the right. He's got room to run. Setting up, looking downfield. He's going to heave a bomb for Corey Davis at the goal line. Into the end zone. He's got it! That's a Jet touchdown! Zach Wilson unloads from 53 yards to Corey Davis. And the Jets have the lead back.
Never told about right and wrong, but I'm looking good, baby. I believe it. I'm feeling fine. I was born under a bad sign. Blue moon in my eyes, so help me now. I got a blue moon in my eyes, Dwayne. So sad, Larry. What you got?
Our whole team showed up and showed out. Our defense is fucking elite. Top 2. Can't tell me otherwise. And say what you want. Playoffs are mandatory now. And anything could happen in the fucking playoffs. With this kind of 150 yards and efficient Zach Wilson, we're a tough out. Definitely going to be a tough out. So all that being said, one more time, I'm sorry, Zach Wilson. And, yeah, it is what it is. So we're going to keep going around. Is that good enough for you, JoJo? Let's start there. Is that good enough for you?
It was all right. I mean, I think you need to apologize to the fans too, but not just Zach Wilson. But I'll let you slide this time. Make sure you stay on the train. Make sure you put your seatbelt on, okay? If you need a little booster seat, we'll get you a little booster seat, okay? You're still gonna be Benny Benjamin Buttons, for the rest of the year until otherwise. But we'll see.
Jojo, are you saying Benny pulled an Elijah Moore and now he's stuck here because the deadline's passed?
100%. He is stuck here. He is with us. He's got to watch it. Well, we'll give him fucking 3D glasses if we need to. I don't care. Whatever he needs, we'll cater to Benny. Just so his mental health is there. Okay, we got to make sure his mental health is right, and
a couple games, no receptions. That's all.
Listen, a few Bible quotes will do the trick, Benny, the rest of the week.
We'll send him a couple. We'll send him a couple of John 3:16s and Ray 420s and whatever else.
Who is this in the
Ray 420?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Justin.
Who's up
What's
top?
up, Justin?
Who is that up there?
That's JoJo and Clark. He's only
JoJo and Clark.
He's the only in Clark person that doesn't have me blocked.
You're doing a great job, JoJo, and I'm just here to let you guys know that I apologize to nobody because I had us winning that game. I'm on break right now, and I'm wearing my green, and it's a victory Monday, and I'm happy as shit. Let's go, Zach. Let's go, Jets. Let's go, fans. I owe nobody an apology. Benny, you owe everybody an
Hell yeah, it's
apology,
Conor McGregor down there.
Talk your shit, Justin. Talk your shit.
I apologize to absolutely freaking nobody.
I
That's right, Josh.
to nobody, and JoJo, I don't want to say it, but who the fuck is that guy? I love you, JoJo. Have fun.
Listen, I do want to say one thing though. I said this. I don't want to be fucking Joan Clark and say I'm right or anything. But listen, to beat a team like the Bills, man, with Josh Allen, elite quarterback, you have to get at Josh Allen. He was on his fucking heels all day, and that's what you got. You got to force him to make mistakes, and they forced him to make mistakes, and that was it. Kudos to the defense. Kudos to the offensive line. Zach was all right. He wasn't great. He played his role. He did his thing. Team won. But, this is how you win games, guys. You rush the fucking ball and you play defense, okay? Just keep rushing the ball and play defense and you will win games, okay? That's how it works. That's how it will work. And let's fucking keep going. That's it.
Did anybody, JoJo, Benny, did you guys see the Boldinger breakdown of that final drive? We ran the exact same play
Yeah, like 5
three times in a row with Uzama and Tomlinson pulling, and the Bills just could not stop it. And that's where we got to give credit to Mike LaFleur, because, he's the kind of, coordinator that we all know when the rush is working, he'll start letting Zach throw the ball around the field. He stuck to his guns and realized they didn't have an answer for that run game, which was a beautiful thing to see. But you got a lot of hands, Benny. I'll let you get to the hands.
Yeah, I'm going to get to these hands right now. I'm going to just say two quick things. On Justin's show Saturday, when I had like a week to really fucking think about it. Looking into it, the Bills averaged 2 turnovers a game. I said we need to capitalize. We need to get at least 2 turnovers if we're going to have a chance, and that's exactly what our defense did, and we fucking were able to capitalize on that. Our defense came up huge in every fucking situation, so shout out to our defense. Shout out to Jeff Ulbrich, had these guys prepared, ready to go. We were put in a fucking horrible predicament straight out of the fucking initial kickoff. They were at the fucking 50. They had a big play, and then we were able to bounce back. That shows the character of this team, not falling down when shit goes too fucking. By the time it was 14 minutes and like 30 seconds left on the clock, they were in their own fucking 20 already. It was crazy. But our defense stood strong. So shout out to our defense. We got those 2 turnovers that I said we definitely needed. So yeah, that shit was fucking huge. But let's definitely get to these hands. I got requests. So if I bump you down, don't take offense. But I'm gonna go Jets take first. Mark Torres, Big T. I'm gonna keep going around. So go ahead, Jets take.
No, like I was saying before, man. I don't know if this game, I'll take this Zach Wilson game over anything any day. I'll take this 152 over 355. Even though when I looked at the box score at the end, I was surprised he had 152 because it felt like he had more the way he was throwing the ball. But I've said it week after week after week. Mike LaFleur and Zach Wilson, they're going to be tied together. They're going to be, as one goes, the other one's going to go. And Mike LaFleur called a pretty good game outside of maybe 1 or 2 questionable calls, but he called a good game. Credit to him. And just like Ray said, I saw the same ball dinger breakdown this morning, and it reminded me of the Rex Ryan days where it was like you knew we were going to run the fucking ball, and you just had to try to stop it, and they couldn't. They could not stop the ball. Loved what Zach Wilson did, man, and this is exactly what we've all been calling for. We just wanted to see him step up into the pocket, play turnover-free football, make the throws that you need to make, and we're in this game. We've said it. If we're within striking distance, we can win. We can win any game. I said it last week too. The Buffalo Bills, I think we could hang with them. And I loved it. I love that this was a test for us, like to see how far along are we. And it showed like, the Jets are here. We can hang with anybody. Bring on anybody. We can rock with anybody. Defense is leading the league in sacks. Love it. Awesome. Rookies are showing out. I don't know why they keep trying Sauce Gardner. Stop it. Let's just stop it. He's here. Like, don't try the man. Don't test him. And yeah, it was just a great win, man. A great win. I love seeing Denzel Mims getting involved in the offense now. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with him when Corey Davis comes back. But I love it. I love that it was 3rd and 5, and that's where he decided to go. He decided to go to Denzel Mims and made a big play. I love it. Love it. Culture's changing, guys. Culture's changed.
Benny, if I were to tell you right now that Denzel Mims would have had a bigger impact on this season than Elijah Moore, and they're both completely healthy when we were in training camp together at that facility, you would have called me insane. But I want to highlight one thing that we were just talking about, Jets. On the Boldinger breakdown, he didn't bring it up, but on that giant run by Carter to the outside, go back and watch the blocking by the wide receivers. They were absolutely engulfing those defensive backs. And that's, it's positive, but it's a negative because Elijah Moore, at the end of the day, he's a smaller guy. And we've seen this with the offense in San Francisco and even our offense. They like those bigger slot receivers because of that purpose. If you have a bigger slot receiver or a tight end in the slot, it takes your running game, especially that outside zone concept that they like to run and those counters that they like to run to the left side. It takes it to another level because you can rely on that. And that's how Michael Carter was able to get that 17-yard run to the outside, was because go back and take a look. It was either Garrett Wilson or Mims. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head because I watched so much film last night. But one of them, they were just absolutely engulfing the corner that was on them. So that's
Ray, that was Mims. Ray, it was Mims.
I think it was Mims. I didn't want to say it incorrectly, but go back and watch that. His guy had no shot at getting off him. He was backing him way down the field. And you got to give a credit to Mims because he stuck with that play. That play was not supposed to be bounced to the outside. He stuck with it the whole time. So I think that's why the Jets are valuing him now more than Elijah Moore. Even in those red zones, Benny. In the red zone, Elijah Moore wasn't out there the whole time. I'm looking, it's Braxton Barrios. So it's just something to give credit to LaFleur to, but you can continue to get to the next hand.
Yeah, LaFleur called a pretty good game. You could tell who he's relying on, it was Mims, in the big situations. As much as I do give credit for Zach Wilson having a really efficient game, delivering on every pass he needed to. At the end of the day, he's the player, so he's the one who needs to make the play. But kudos to Mike LaFleur. He called a game plan that was perfect for Zach Wilson. This was probably his best game. Everything was quick. He wasn't allowing Zach Wilson to hold the ball for too long. And I know we've all been talking about it. A lot of our routes are in-breaking routes that take, are 15, 20 yards downfield. And that completely changed this week. It was 3 steps, let it go. 3 steps, let it go. He wasn't allowing Zach Wilson to do too much thinking. It was, this guy's going to be open, just throw the damn ball. And that was fantastic. Coach LaFleur stepped up big time in helping Zach Wilson because we've all been calling for that all week. Who is going to help Zach Wilson develop? And Mike LaFleur showed he's capable of doing it this week. So big shout out to him. But like I said, we got to keep going around to these hands. Mark Torres, go ahead, Mark, and then we get to Joey, Big T-Rock, Jim, Garner Punt, all these. So
Thank you, Benny. And out of respect to the hands, I will keep my take brief because quick takes mean more people can speak. So I appreciate it, Benny. On behalf of Zach Wilson fans, we humbly accept your apology, Benny Benjamin Blanco. We are not saying that Zach Wilson is him. What we are saying is that give the kid time. He's got potential. So I'm not going to call out Zach Wilson haters in the space. I see you. Believe me. I got my receipts. But I will say this. Next time you decide to leap to Twitter and start moving your little thumbs to complain about Zach Wilson, I want you to remember this football game as an example of what the kid can be. All right. I just want to make sure I share that. The second thing I want to share very quickly, I could just talk about the defense for hours because really the defense is the story of that game. This is a top tier defense and it's going to be top tier for the year. It's incredible. But I want to talk about the offense and frankly, Elijah Moore. The Jets just proved that they can beat a top tier team without really using Elijah Moore except as a decoy. If I'm Elijah Moore, honestly, I would be showing contrition. I'd be walking around the coaching staff, the locker room. I don't care. Talk to the freaking service staff, dude, and apologize. Bring everybody muffins and be like, look, I was wrong. I effed up. I'm here now. I'm all in. I want to help this team win. I don't care if you guys have me carrying jock straps. He needs to show contrition because if the Jets are going to be serious about making a playoff push, they're going to need Elijah Moore in clutch moments because teams are going to lock up Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson. Where's the ball going to go? Elijah Moore needs to apologize, and now, right now, he's got 2 weeks to do it. So that's it. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know what happened in the past interview, during the week. They interviewed Elijah Moore. It seemed like, he is embracing the fact that he's going to be here. He's probably gone at some point in the offseason. But everything seems to be good. And you're right. I think there is going to come a point where we're going to need Elijah Moore to make a play. And hopefully he's mentally there. That we don't know because we're not in the locker room. But if he's mentally there, we know he's talented enough that he's going to be able to make a play. But I don't know. There's going to be a time and place, and hopefully after the bye week, I don't know. I've said it for the past few weeks. I think we're going to see a new level of this offense after the bye week. They're going to obviously reevaluate. This works, this doesn't work, and let's move forward this way. And hopefully, with Corey coming back, it's going to be interesting to see how that wide receiver rotation continues to shake out. But
and also, Benny, I applaud your hosting and especially your co-hosts. I appreciate having Ray and JoJo Nodding Clark up there. This is the voice of reason of Jets Twitter. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, Ben.
Hold on, Mark.
Let's keep going. Let's see. Who did I say was next? I think
T-Rock.
Oh, Big
Me,
T.
T-Rock.
Yo, what's going on, Benny? What's going on, Ray, JoJo, the whole crew? Sorry, Benny. Respectfully, fuck your apology. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're gonna flip again, like pretty much all Jets do or whatever. You know, I respect you or whatever, but I can't. You know, I just can't eat it like that. Fuck your apology, for real. Now we can move on with that. I'm not as nice as Mark. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Mike LaFleur.
I'm gonna just start by saying this. I get what you're trying to say, Big T. It's all fucking cool. I don't take no shit personal. I'm keeping it a buck. But let's not. I'm gonna kind of get back onto my old shit just a little bit for a quick second, since it's my show and I can do shit. I'm gonna say this. Let's not completely act like Zach Wilson was not like he wasn't. We weren't able to criticize him because up to this point he's played like shit. So I call it like I see it. He played well. I respect that he played well. No, hold on. I respect that he played well.
Benjamin.
If he continues this, then we're in a good place.
Hey.
But how he played last week, I have every damn right to call it the fuck out. So it is what it is. Continue.
You just proved my point right there. That's why I said fuck your apology.
Again, like I said, he threw 3
Yo, check this out, Benny.
I'm
gonna revisit real quick.
I can call him out if I want to.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, bro. The same way, you know what I'm saying, when I run a show, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you running it right now. You can toss me out if you want. But I know you won't do that to me because that'll start a civil war. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you right now, real quick. Keep your thumbs down, Ben, Petey.
For what?
Yeah, real quick. That's what's funny about assessing someone or whatever, because things get clouded. Zach Wilson had 4 or 5 plays that were really bad, and it fucked up all the good that he did or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When you assess somebody, you look at you look at football within the football, whatever. Of course, I critique Zach Wilson or whatever, but I know how good the kid can be because he's young or whatever. But I'm not gonna call him out to call his backups or to get him the fuck off the team or whatever, like half of Jet Twitter does or whatever. That shit is just stupid. You know what I'm saying? But all right, you know what I'm saying? You could definitely have your own opinion or whatever. You'll be apologizing all year because this team ain't going nowhere. And Zach Wilson's going to be a big part of it. And Mike LaFleur called a great game. The defense is real, okay? And the line, shout out to the line, okay, for giving Zach Wilson the time, okay, to make sure that he was able to get, okay, all those big throws to the receivers, because these ain't throws that were little pitches, or these were throws within the teeth of the Dolphins' defense, slants, that if they don't make catches, those tips, those are interceptions. So those are big throws that Zach had to do or whatever, and Zach grew some cojones to be able to do that. I said it's a big game for the kid, okay, the babyface assassin, and he passed with flying colors or whatever. Shout out to definitely our whole team or whatever, because everyone counted us out. You know what I'm saying? Bills, you don't have a puncher's chance. And I kept repeating myself. We don't have a puncher's chance. They're like, nah, you ain't doing anything. I called the game. 2+ turnovers, run the ball. Okay. I said Robinson was going to be a big deal. Okay. As long as the line gives it holes. And shout out to Robinson. Because guess what, people? I don't think Robinson was 100% healthy. But I'm glad this bye week is here. We got 2 weeks. So, you know what I'm saying, he could get healthy or whatever, because he's gonna definitely be a big 1-2 punch with Michael Carter. And people just keep writing this kid off. Michael Carter, just keep writing him off that he's not an RB1. He is an RB1. You know what I'm saying? He's proved it. But obviously, this is the NFL, you know what I'm saying? And he's built to and basically not even built that way. In the NFL, you need a good 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the backhanded compliments just keep coming over there. Yeah, but we whatever. Shout out to Michael Carter, man. Shout out to him, bro, for putting the team on the back, just breaking tackle after tackle after tackle, man. Shout out to Michael Carter. Shout out to our defense. You know what I'm saying? This ain't all Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner is he's a number 1 pick. Niggas a baller. But shout out to DJ Reed. Shout out to Michael Echols. Shout out to Michael Carter. Shout out to CJ Mosley with the hits. Shout out to the physical Jets. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the physical Jets. You come to play the Jets. Let me quote one play on the Jets. The Jets are coming to play. Shout out to my Jet Lounge. Shout out to you, Benny, Ray, JoJo, Justin 48. Throwing a tweet out there that Zach Wilson's gonna outplay the other quarterback. And guess what, people? He outplayed him. Outplayed him. It was going to be ecstasy for 2 weeks. It was going to be misery. Guess what? The Jets chose ecstasy, bro. Next up, the Pats. I'll see you guys in a little.
All right, go ahead, Joey. What up, Joey?
What's up, fellas? Good morning, y'all. So,
What up, Joey?
let's fucking go, boys. Just knocked off the Bills 6-3. Let's go. That's a big boy win right there. Holy shit. Nah, man, I'm just happy, bro. I mean, that's a statement win. Our defense straight up fucking, I mean, Connor Hughes turned around and said, made Josh Allen look like a scrub. I mean, he ain't lying, bro. I mean, Josh Allen, I'm not going to sit here and say he ain't elite. He is. But I'm just saying that's just, hats off to the D, bro. They just did that damn thing. It was dope to see in a 7 day span, MLF, who, I think is a little bit stubborn, kind of open it up a little bit, change, really adapt him and Zach Wilson, whatever they did to make up for the offensive line not blocking as much. Last week, 16 pressures. This week, everyone has said it. We need to throw quick passes. We need to throw this. But it was really nice to see him sit in the pocket, take a step back, bound, deliver. It was dope. With still, a little edge, a couple side-on balls, a couple of this, really coming to his own. I know I make my comments. Obviously, I'm a huge Joe Douglas, huge Zach Wilson fan. I ain't going to sit here and say, he definitely cost us a game last week. He played like shit. It is what it is. I think he responded the way you need to. And he's the first quarterback in the Jets jersey that hasn't crumbled under all the pressure, all the, media, the this, the that. He has what it takes. And, I just don't do the whole knee-jerk reaction, good or bad. Does it mean he arrived? No. Does it mean he has what it takes? Yeah, it's a nice step towards that direction. So, I do feel that way. And I think if him and MLF get on the same page, getting back Mitchell, getting back Font is going to be helpful, even though, this dude with the crazy last name, I can't say his fucking name, the right tackle, he played pretty damn well, bro. Von Miller, I mean, shit, obviously had a big strip sack, but, Zach Wilson was kind of cozy in that pocket. So, the O-line did their thing. Everyone stepped up. I mean, that was a fucking amazing team win. And I swear to God, I'm sure like everyone, when that opening kickoff, whatever the fuck happened, I literally melted into my seat. I thought I was going to sit and just watch 60 minutes of bullshit. And damn, they proved me wrong, bro. And I am so fucking happy that we are not the same old Jets, bro. That was a team win from the front office to the motherfucking water boy. Fans were lit in the stadium. That shit was just dope, bro. That shit was dope. So, I ain't gonna be all negative. I'm just jacked. We all get to enjoy this bye. Start rooting for teams to lose so we make the playoffs instead of not doing fucking mock drafts and watching NBA and shit. So I am absolutely jacked, bro. Love your guys' show. Love Jets fans. We crazy as shit sometimes, but this is good, bro. We deserve this shit. The team deserves this shit. That's for sure, bro. That's it, man. I'm good.
Joey, we appreciate you, man. I just got one thing to say really quick because, listen, I want Zach to be just as successful as the next person always. but I don't want us to lose hindsight neither. He played well yesterday. Did he play amazing? No. There were some throws he could have back, but when it mattered most, he made that throw to Mims. He was hitting Wilson over the middle. He looked freaking good. But I don't want to make it like he's been like this all year and people have been shitting on him. The guy's got 4 TDs and 5 interceptions and a 75 passer rating. But the trajectory is good. So I'm hoping after this bye, we have a similar Zach Wilson, if not better than what we had after last year's bye as we progress into this season. So I know a lot of people giving Benny shit. A lot of people also probably giving me shit because I was very much down on Zach, but we had a right to be. The guy had a 3 interception game the week before, and he didn't look good. But yeah, he shut us up for this week, and I hope he shuts me up the rest of the season.
No, I mean, bro, I respect. I respect that. I mean, I look at things a little different. I'm just not as quick to react, because I'm fully sold on the kid. Not that I think he's a top 5 quarterback at the moment, but I just see him dripping potential. I love the second half of the Steelers game. And, a game that doesn't get talked about, bro, was the Dolphins. I mean, Brees landed at the 1, could have had a couple more touchdowns. But, stats aside, I thought the Dolphins game, he looked good, bro. Like, mad poised, just sit back, deliver, did his thing. That game don't get talked about enough for just, sitting back there, delivering and, being accurate and doing his thing. Hopefully, and it's a group effort, bro. It's Zach Wilson, it's the play calling, it's the receivers, it's the running backs. Last week, when you had 16 pressures, LaFleur abandoned the run. I mean, we really just did everything we needed to do to hand that game to Bill Belichick on the offensive side versus their defense. So, it was just a really good bounce back from everybody. Zach Wilson, the O-line, the running backs, obviously, and MLF. It's big, and the future's bright, bro. I definitely, I'd love to see him start getting a few more touchdowns.
Joey, I appreciate. I just want to get to the other hands. We got a few.
Yeah, go ahead.
So stay right there, brother. Let's get to the next hand. I don't know who you're right. Next, Benny.
I know Ryan just texted me. He said he got something to say real quick, bro. So go ahead, Ryan. And then
come on, man. Come on. No, let Ryan wait. This is a jet space. I want to.
It's my show.
Jim, slow down, brother. We got you, man.
Hey, Benny. I'm getting
you got Jet fans, no? I know it's your show, and I've been waiting.
I'm getting to you next. Real quick, I promise you. You're literally next. Go ahead,
Ryan. First off, I just want to apologize to Jet Nation, man. I did not think you guys were for real. I actually thought you guys sucked. I was wrong. A lot of you guys were right. Motherfucker, your guys' defense is legit. That shit travels. It doesn't matter where you play. Sauce Gardner is absolutely insane. DJ Reed might be one of the most under the radar best signings of the year. I didn't realize he was also under 25 years old. I mean, unbelievable. You made Josh Allen look like a bottom tier quarterback. The one thing I can't stand about all of this is we have 3 defenses, and we're not one of them. We have 3 defenses in our division that are top 5 defenses, and I just feel bad for our offense to have to go against 6 games of that shit. No, congratulations. You won't hear any negativity from me, believe it or not. And I don't want this to come off as something weird, but I did actually want you guys to win. I just didn't think it was possible. And you guys shut me the fuck up, and congrats. Take your victory laps. A lot of Dolphin fans are like, man, Jeff fans are going to be brutal this week. I said they deserve it. You guys have been the laughing stock. We've been dogging y'all all fucking off season. We've been dogging y'all all season, and you guys deserve to take your victory laps and tell us all we were fucking wrong and we're all idiots.
Can I start off by saying, yeah, you're correct on that. You are so fucking correct. Thank you.
All right, just go ahead, Jim. Spit your shit, Jim.
Don't fucking mute me. Nobody. Ready?
No, you're
Thanks,
good.
Ryan.
It's all you. We're not muting.
Thank you, Ryan. But you know what? Fuck off. Fuck you. Any Bills fans here, fuck you. You've been fucking talking all your shit. Go fuck yourself. I don't need your apology. I don't need a fucking, oh, you guys are fucking right. Yeah, we were fucking saying this shit since the fucking preseason. So fuck off. Go find the Dolphins fucking space. Benny, respect your, I know this is your space, but you know what? What fucking T-Rock fucking said? Take your fucking apologies. And
Give
you know
it
what?
to him, Jimmy.
I
Give it to him.
got a request for all the fucking Dolphins fans that talk shit, Bills fans, fucking send it out to Whittle, Lee Sean, fucking Joe and Clark, all these fucking Jet fans that, oh, fucking Ray, even you too. Fucking, the kid was 4-0 before last week. You know what? 2 words. Listen up, everybody. Ready? Smarten up. Smarten the fuck up. There's 3 words. It's fucking football. This isn't fucking Madden. It's fucking hard to win in this league. Smarten the fuck up. Benny, goddammit, you talk playoffs when you started this space. No. Don't fucking talk playoffs yet. 6-3. Bye week next to fucking Patriots. So fucking Ryan, any Dolphin fan, any Bills fan, any fucking Patriots fan, take your sorries, shove it up your ass. The fucking Jets are here. The Jets are for real. Fucking deal with it. And again, if you didn't hear it, smarten the fuck up. Enjoy your fucking Monday.
Hey, Ryan.
Let's go, Jim.
Let's
go.
go. Thank
Ryan,
you.
just so you know, we got 12 more games, Ryan. All right, 12 more games. All right, fucko.
Yeah, let's get to Michael and ground and point. Yeah, I've been waiting since the beginning.
Yo, real quick, I just want to say it's awesome to watch the Dolphins really struggle against bottom tier teams like the Lions.
32 points against the fucking Bears.
It just had to be
Bears.
said.
We don't care.
The Steelers, the Lions, the
with
Bears.
Nick Chubb and the Bears.
Yeah, what's that? Lions, Tigers,
Nick Chubb,
Bears. Oh
Nick
my.
Chubb.
Bro,
Man.
the team that you guys have been taking victory laps for beating the Green Bay Packers
Ryan.
just lost to the Lions. So
I'm just saying, y'all look like fucking.
Fuck, you
hot
almost
shit.
lost to the Lions. You
That
almost lost to the
entire
Bears. You
That
lost to
entire
the
Jets
Jets.
that roster
Get
look
out of
like
here,
shit.
you fucking bums.
Fuck the Dolphins.
So
Look
that's
like
funny
shit.
because
Yo,
this,
I got to keep getting into these hands real quick. I respect it though. I respect it. The Packers are shit. So this is our new the new win that we're taking victory laps on. But yeah, I'm gonna go Michael and ground and point. I know y'all been waiting a while. Sorry about that. Go ahead, bro.
so that's funny because that goes into what I'm about to say. So yeah, it was a great game. Zach played.
Michael, you there,
You
bro?
hear me?
He's speaking, Ben. I don't know if you can hear him or not. I hear him.
Oh no, I don't hear him.
Betty, why don't you leave and come back? I'll host, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Michael, yeah, just Mike, leave and come right back.
Mike, you want me to leave or I'll leave?
Oh no, I got you. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'll tell Benny when you're done.
So what you guys just did there actually goes into exactly what I was going to say. So it was a great win by us. Zach played very well. And God damn it, he took those rushing yards when they were there, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. LaFleur finally shortened up the passing routes, which is exactly what you needed, and that's what we were talking about. Give him some slants, give him some short passes, and he hit those, and that's what you need, especially with a line that isn't playing well. But to be honest with you, you guys were talking about the Bears. I've been paying attention to Justin Fields the last 3 to 4 games. That guy might be the best quarterback in his draft class. That includes Zach Wilson. The guy doesn't turn the ball over. He puts up numbers not only in the rushing game, but also in the passing game. That guy might be the next Josh Allen from this draft class. The way he plays, the style he plays. So yeah, I know we want to bust on the Dolphins for them putting up the Bears putting up 32 points. But if you watch Justin Fields in those games, he's tough to cover. So there's that. Well, I don't know what you guys.
He set the all-time record yesterday for rushing by a quarterback.
I don't know about that.
I believe he did 170 yards yesterday, 12 yards
against the fucking top-notch defense. Fucking bums. You bums. You barely won against the Lions. You barely won against the fucking Bears. And you lost to the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
You
By the way,
bums.
shout out to Justin.
You're bums.
Shout out to Justin for not only getting the score right at 20-17, even though he thought it was going to be an OT, and that tweet right there, Zach will outplay Josh Allen this weekend. That is gold. Good job, Justin.
I love all those Bill fans I was talking to after the game. Even non-Bill fans. I had Giant fan friends of mine trolling me. Oh, Josh Allen played horrible. Like, it's just a mystery that he played bad against the top 5 defense in the NFL. It's just blows my mind. We're never going to get credit until we actually start winning playoff games, I feel. But let people keep sleeping on us. We always talk about it. We want to be the underdog going into these games. Go ahead, ground and punt.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, man, crazy. So first of all, you know, hello, Jet Lounge family. First things first. And then, Petey said that there's people talking shit about like the amount of yards that Zach threw for. And I mean, those are people who just did not watch the game. I mean, if you watched the game, there just wasn't 300 yards there. The style of game that it was a bloodbath. I mean, Josh Allen didn't even throw for 200 yards, and he was playing from behind. But I mean, there's so much to say about this game. I think one of the most hidden stats that will tell you how well of the game LaFleur called, as well as Zach played, as well as the offensive line. The Jets had 2 3-and-outs the whole game. I mean, normally they have 2 3-and-outs in the first 5 minutes of the game. So, I mean, like, this is just a team that is rising up quickly. It's just amazing. Like, they played a perfect game against the class of the AFC. And the AFC East is in reach, man. Like, but right now we'll just get healthy for the bye. And with respect to, listen, I respect everybody's takes. I love hearing different takes, but like, when shit hits the fans with the players are the players. When shit hits the fans with the owners are the owners. Benny and Ray, they're fucking Jet Lounge family. So, like, that's it. If it were between the fans and the players don't give a shit about the fans. So, we gotta welcome our family back. I get it, Jim, T-Rock, especially Big T. We can't close through these spaces, but these are great fans also. They got overly critical of Zach, and listen, it's their opinion, and that's why I enjoy all the different takes. That's all I got for now.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate that. That should definitely mean a lot. No lie. At the end of the day, I'm a grown-ass man. I could take whatever. Like, I genuinely can almost care less. These spaces wouldn't be no fun if we was all fucking sitting here on our hands and knees, dick sucking everything that the Jets do. Let's be completely real here. You got to have some back and forth. And certain opinions are valid. I don't just talk to talk and say random bullshit. I provide literal evidence of the shit that I'm talking about because I know what the hell I'm talking about. But it is what it is. I'm going to get you, Justin. I'm going to go Jokes and Justin. I got you, bro. Don't worry. I know you got something to say. Let me go Jokes and then Justin. Go ahead, bro.
Well, it's going to be getting cold soon. And the way we played yesterday, we're going to go into anywhere and beat anyone. Zach Wilson doesn't have to be Josh Allen. He just needs to be who he is, what he was yesterday. Rely on your defense. That defense went from fucking worst to first. Insane. Yesterday, we took the number 1 ranked DVOA team in the league and punched the shit out of them for 4 quarters. I was telling somebody yesterday that Josh Allen in the fucking second half looked like Zach Wilson did the week before against New England. And you don't say that very often. So this reminds me of the old Rex days with a quarterback that's more talented than Mark Sanchez was. Rely on the defense, run the ball down their throat, let this kid develop. And when he has to make a play, hopefully he'll be able to make one. But the way this defense is playing, will be in every fucking game.
Hell yeah. Defense and the running attack keeps you in any fucking game.
That was a great
That's what we
take.
have.
The cold weather's coming. That was a great fucking take.
100%. And our defense playing how it is, our defense, I swear to God, I asked D Wood this just yesterday. I was like, when are we going to start talking about Quinnen Williams legitimately possibly getting defensive player of the year? Because that's the type of level he's playing at. He gets at least a fucking sack a game. He's causing havoc.
9 games. 7 sacks, 9 games.
Bro, he's fucking causing havoc and non-fucking stop. You can't double team him, whatever, because we got dogs on the other side. And I know no one has said it up to this point, but that play by Jermaine Johnson was fucking huge. Shedded the block. Josh Allen underestimated his speed. He thought he was going to get around, and he was able to get around and grab his ankle. Because if you look at that play, there was nothing but fucking green grass ahead of Josh Allen. So fantastic play by our rookie, Jermaine Johnson. That was his statement play so far as a rookie. Yeah, man, we hit it out the park with all these fucking first round. I mean, with all these picks, and it's all coming to fruition because every single one of them played a factor in the win. I'm sure if Breece Hall was playing, he would have played a factor. But Garrett had a fucking fantastic game. Jermaine had that fucking key sack. Michael Clemens even made a play. These guys are all over the tape. It's amazing, definitely amazing. But go ahead, Justin.
Well, all I want to say is, how about that victory? Oh my God. Is it Victory Monday? You remember, Benny, how you went for the Steelers? We won. As a matter of fact, I want you to keep being you and keep having these takes that you're having. Because every time you put the Jets down, they always come out victory. So, yeah, buddy, you keep doing that and bring your facts and your stats that don't mean shit when it comes down to the ball game. Because when you line it up and you fucking strap it on, put those chin straps all up, it don't mean shit. It's about who got the heart and who don't. So if you think football is about stats and all that, and the rest of you clown ass Jet fans that want to be delusional, you know who you are. I'm not gonna say no names. 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams that you guys like, undercover Bills fans. You already know how I feel about you, Ryan. I don't even want to say how I feel about you. You're just a fucking Dolphin fan. Nobody cares. Week 18, we're gonna spank your asses anyways with your little tuna fish guy there. So I'm not worried about you guys. Just remember, the East goes through us now. From here going forward, the East goes through us. We don't need Zach to be hero ball. All we need Zach is to make the plays when he needs to make the plays. The rest of you guys, for that take, Michael, that you had about your little Chicago Cub over there, boy over there. No, he's not even close to Zach Wilson, bro. He's not even close. You're comparing apples to grapes. No, not even. A matter of fact, you're comparing a filet mignon to a rib steak that you find in a freaking all you can eat. Don't ever compare. Don't ever do that shit again. Compare that guy to fucking Zach Wilson. What's wrong with you? One is a winner, the other one is learning how to win, bro. Come on. Don't stop that. His career is short. Zach Wilson's got a future. This is gonna be this NFL is gonna be owned by the Jets by 2 years in 2 years. That shit, oh, we gotta wait. Fuck waiting. We taking everything. We're not waiting for nobody. We like it, we're going after it, and we're gonna fucking punish you. Without a running game. We didn't have a running game, remember? The Bills just found out what a running game is really like. Thank God they don't have a running back. Thank God Kansas City is another team that don't have a running back. You know what's gonna kill those teams in the playoffs? The fucking Jets. The fucking Jets. Yep, 50-50 PD. I see you. I know you did dying to chime. No. Ray, another. No. Joe and Clark. No. Benny, another one. No. I'm missing a couple of you
50-50
guys.
nothing, Justin. I got
50.
no voice.
I know you don't have no voice. I don't blame you. That's a good thing for us that you
Yeah.
don't have a
Did
voice.
you hear me yelling yesterday, Papa, on
You
the TV?
fucking guinea. What the fuck? I said, look at that little Lucky Charm right there. Look at that little Lucky Charm right there.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's all I got for you guys. Don't rebuttal, Benny. You just be
no, no,
quiet.
no,
Let
no, no,
Ray
no, no,
rebuttal.
no, no,
Let
no.
Ray
Just I'm a
rebuttal. Let Ray
rebuttal, bro.
rebuttal. I don't want to hear you.
I'm
You
a
should get, you
rebuttal.
should be
I'm
you
a
should be in the
rebuttal.
gulag. That's what you should be in the
I'm a
gulag.
nah, nah, nah. I'm a rebuttal. I'm no bullshit. If you watch some of my live streams, I have come out and said it. I'm 0 for a million predicting literally the actual game and score of the Jets, and I have purposely been saying the Jets are gonna fucking lose and
You know,
because
you know.
so I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But let me get to these hands. I'm gonna get to the people that haven't spoke first. I know Mark, you said something before, but I'm gonna get right back to you. Don't worry. I'm gonna go Tony, then Bree, then Britt, then Rusty. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go around. So go ahead, Tony.
Benny, like, I'm just glad you didn't put money behind any of your takes the last few weeks, because if you did, you'd be in the back of some car in Atlantic City, probably set on fire. I don't know, bro. You'd probably be in some bad shape. Some guys would probably have to deal with you. But, hey, at least I like that, you're genuine and authentic when you're wrong. I mean, you just take the L and move on. I mean, it is what it is. But I just wanted to say yesterday that game was crazy. I loved it. CJ Mosley, who I'll be on here, and Benny, I'll back you up with it. I was on here complaining about CJ Mosley, like he's over the hill, he's done, he can't cover. Like, I was a monster yesterday, and he basically gave me a big old chip burger to eat too, and I ate it with a smile. He was all over the field. When he put James Cook and he separated James Cook from the ball, that was vintage CJ. That was the CJ Mosley from like Baltimore. The line played great. I know Anthony's probably sleeping, but I was on his ass yesterday about McDermott and the interior line. Herbig is probably low key probably the biggest free agent signing that Joe Douglas made. Lakin played well. Just the interior of the line, we beat him up. And James Robinson, I'm telling you right now, like, if you look at that game, he's perfect for this offense. He almost broke 2 huge runs. Like, he was dynamite yesterday, and the touchdown, that was nice to get him too. But like I said, I don't know what it is. This team just bounces back. Like, the same old Jets were never this resilient. I know, Pete, you were saying something like it yesterday. Like, this team would have been laid down and dead after that Patriots game. We probably would have suffered another couple of losses, but they bounced back. They were resilient. Shut down corners. I'm telling you right now, I've never heard of a rookie cornerback being this good off the bat. I don't think anybody has in NFL history. This kid, it's like he doesn't even blink. He's like, give me whatever you want. I got it. And it's just great to see. Hopefully, they keep it rolling. We get through this bye week or whatever. I know Jets Twitter is going to be unbearable because we have a week off and it's going to be ridiculous. But like I said, CJ Mosley, I don't know what it was. He must have a burner account like Elijah, except he doesn't tweet anything on it because he heard people chirping at him, and he came out to play yesterday. He was the leader, and he led from top to bottom. So great win, and I got to keep him moving. But I got to give Joe Douglas, Herbig, that guy's worth his weight in gold. Like, that line didn't miss AVT yesterday, and I can't believe I'm saying that. So it is what it is, and we move forward.
Bro, I know we all seen it. I think they highlighted it on TV. But that touchdown run by Michael Carter, Herbig literally drove his man halfway into the fucking end zone. Herbig has been absolutely fucking fantastic. And he's a big reason why. I mean, you can't replace AVT, but he's a big reason why we didn't have to fucking panic when AVT went out. So shout out to Herbig. A lot of waiver wire pick. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we traded for him or anything like that. But all that being said, Joe Douglas has built a fucking team with depth that we don't have to panic.
That's all the guys he picked up on waiver wire since he's been here.
But now take a look at that. But go ahead, Bree.
I am so hyped right now. Victory Monday. Let's get it. Shout out to Jim, because that's the kind of energy I needed today. But honestly, with the start of the game, with that muff kick, Braden, man, I don't know what his deal is. He'll kick the ball like 70 yards, and the next play, kick it 20. I don't know what his deal is. But with that first kick, I'm saying to myself, this is going to be a field position game. They're going to start their every drive at the 50-yard line, and we're going to start at our own 10 the whole game. But after that, I mean, we were rolling. Zach Wilson, look, everybody wants stats. I get it. I want the stats too, but you got to understand the defenses he's playing at the same time. And he's managing the game. He's doing what he has to do. Does he miss some throws? Absolutely. He does. There's some throws like I'm like, what are you doing? Those checkdowns, misses it, but he got it done. And the run game, go with it. Why is everybody complaining? If the run game's working, don't break what's not broken. Okay, go with the run game if that's what's working. I am so hyped right now. I couldn't even go to work this morning because I celebrated way too hard last night, but this is awesome. These are the kind of wins you want, especially going into a bye week. We have 2 weeks of celebrating this, but again, on to the Pats. Go get our revenge on them in 2 weeks. That's what we have to do, but this is awesome. This feels awesome, and shout out to the defense because we wouldn't be where we are right now without this defense. Absolutely not. Sauce, DJ holding it down, CJ Mosley coming back after he was injured. That's what we want. We want guys to come, play, win the game. I am so hyped right now. I can't even think right now, but this is awesome. Victory Monday. This is what we needed.
Absolutely. We got the best cornerback duo in the NFL. I know a lot of people say, oh, Philly got another good one, but our cornerback duo is fucking elite. Stephon Diggs started off strong and then got real fucking quiet. And Gabe Davis, all I heard this offseason is how fucking amazing Gabe Davis was. He was fucking quiet. I think he had one catch, which was a fucking lucky diving catch, whatever. But shout out to our fucking defense. Has been unfucking real. I see you, LaShawn. Man,
And just wait, one last thing. That 4th and 21, and they're still throwing a bomb, and I'm like, oh my God, this is what's gonna happen to the same old Jets with that bomb on 4th and 21. But Sauce, Sunday sauce, swimming in the Sunday sauce.
Hey, shout out to Rusty and Bree, the real Jet female fans. I don't give no shout out to no other real Jet fans that stick with their team through thick and thin, that don't jump
Yeah,
shit.
no need for the slights, Justin. You know I'm a real Jets fan. We're not going to do this today, honey. Let's focus on the win. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, Britt. Go ahead, Britt.
Oh, all I was going to say is that, you know, our play speaks for ourselves. There's really nothing, there's not much to say. We played well. That's who we are. Maybe people can start respecting us just like maybe a little bit instead of making excuses of, oh, well, Allen played like shit. Yeah, he played like shit because our fucking defense was down his throat. I did say fucking Lucy, but I'm an adult. My daughter just said I said fucking. Anyways, I just want to say that everyone needs to start respecting us just a little tiny bit, at least, please, because I think it's ridiculous the excuses that we're getting. Of, oh well, they played bad. I don't care. No, they didn't play bad. We made them play bad, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no doubt. And I wanted my man LaShawn. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me. I know the Bills are wagging, all that. What happened yesterday? But
Fucking took the wheels away. They ain't gonna fucking wagon. They're stopped at a train station right now with no fucking engine. They ain't got shit right
Yeah,
now.
we're wagging.
They're
That
worried. They're
didn't
desperate.
change. That didn't change. But
Yeah.
I already said shout out to the Jets. That was a big win for y'all. I didn't see that happening, but we came in there and y'all left with the dub. So damn sure congratulations. Like I said yesterday, I respect that shit. We got a lot to work on in Buffalo. That Jets defense is as good as advertised. I've been talking about the shit all year, and it was really good. We got to figure out. You pretty much put Sauce on Gabriel Davis, and then you double Diggs most of the damn game. And he went off in the first half, but the second half he was shut out. No catches for Diggs in the second half. And when that happens, we got to find somebody else to get the ball to. That's supposed to be Gabriel Davis, but I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He disappeared. Our offensive line was dominated yesterday. That Jets defensive line fucking destroyed my offensive line. Josh Allen played like shit, but he was under pressure and duress like most of the fucking game, bro. They sacked him 5 times, forced him into bad decisions. I mean, that's the formula right there. If you can fucking get after Josh Allen's ass, your D-line dominate my fucking O-line, force him into turnovers, and that's that's damn sure formula to beat us or any good quarterback. So, like I said, respect to the Jets. I mean, I can't wait for this damn rematch in Buffalo, man.
Hey, just respect to your wide receivers, but Gabriel Davis got lost in the sauce, buddy. Lost in the sauce. Try
Yo,
to tell you.
yo, LaShawn, this is a legit question. No bullshit. Because obviously, you had injuries on your side, we had injuries on our side. So I think that kind of shaked out the way it needed to be. But for the Dolphin fans down there, who do you think is a better team? Who do you think is genuinely a better fucking team? For the Dolphin fans down there who swear to God, I tweeted at it, and Dolphin fans was in my mentions for literally fucking 48 hours in my comments. Like, do something else with your day. In my comments, oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. We both beat you, whatever. Who is a better team, LaShawn? The New York Jets or the fucking Flippers, as Justin calls them?
Out of those two teams, I'd have to give the edge to the Dolphins because that offense is so fucking dynamic, man. Tua's playing well. They got the best wide receiver duo in the National Football League, and I mean it's not a big golf or anything like that. But if I had to pick now, I'd say the Dolphins. I'd say the Dolphins are a little bit better than the Jets.
Just because of their offense? Like their defense ain't probably 30th in the fucking league. Also, let's keep it real.
I mean, their defense is they're giving up a lot of points, but I mean they're winning in shootouts. If you got the quarterback and the damn weapons to do it, man, I mean they're winning games. They're in the softer part of their schedule, but I mean I don't know. Like Zach Wilson, he was efficient yesterday, but I really didn't.
Defense win championships.
All right. You wanted a motherfucker? Motherfucker is here now. I don't know what you guys are comparing the fucking Dolphins and the Jets. You guys just beat the Bills, and yet you want us to be on your motherfucking minds 24. Now, do not fucking mute me. Do not fucking mute.
Hold on. I had to do it to John, okay? I had to do it.
Yo,
John.
Benny, that's my fault. I got a work meeting. I'm gonna have to find another co-host.
Hold on.
Sorry,
you
John.
good, bro. You good, jokes.
It happened at the perfect time.
John, you first and foremost, you're not allowed to talk until you go man up with your tattoo bed, okay?
Is he screaming into the air?
Gonna get the tattoo. Why are you still fucking arguing about the tattoo? I'm talking about this guy who wants to bring up the fucking Miami Dolphins after the Jets just beat the fucking Buffalo Bills, and we're still talking about the fucking Dolphins. Are you fucking out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Who's the better team? You beat a third-string quarterback, and you're gonna say
John, tell your wife I'm coming over.
Hey, real quick.
Hey, the only reason I mentioned it, John, is because to this fucking moment, Dolphins fans are still in my comments, bro.
Yo, Benny, Benny, Petey, I've totally forgot to tell you, you forgot to give the black bag to LaShawn. Inside that black bag was the brakes that he left because they didn't beat the brakes off of us. So the brakes are in that black bag. You can take it back to North Carolina with you. Safe trips.
That's fine. I don't need to do that. He knows where I stand. Hey, Ben.
Hey, Petey, I'm just glad
I'll go
LaShawn
get the
didn't,
tattoo,
Hey, Petey, I'm just glad
What?
LaShawn and crew didn't go up 3
promise we're getting
scores so he
the
could give you the blues like he said he was going to do.
Hey, Benny, can I just play one audio clip, please?
Go ahead.
Jets trying to stick with him. Allen tosses deep ball on the way. Incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended target. And the Jets will win it. A shocking victory. Sauce Gardner doing snow angels as he continues to make a name for himself in the NFL.
Thank you, Benny. Go back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, go ahead. Who was it? Yes, Mark, you've been waiting on. I'm going to go Mark and then Steve.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about this for 2 weeks, but I would just want to share a quick point. And this is not directed at LaShawn, but you're going to see there are some Bills fans who are going to be playing the injury card. Because, frankly, Le'Shawn has owned up to it. Whittle, Brad, like these are not the guys I'm talking about. But you're going to see Bills fans, some Bills fans on Twitter playing the injury card. Please feel free to mention how if Corey Davis, the quarterback's favorite weapon, and Elijah Tucker, Brees Hall are in this game, we're not talking about it. All right, we're not talking injuries. So we'll just leave it at that.
You forgot to say one thing, Mark. The fucking Bills suck.
Mark, I just wanted to say on your Brees Hall comment, just because, like if he was in this game, nothing against James Robinson. James Robinson's a fabulous running back. If Brees Hall's in this game, we win by 20. I'm sorry. Like there are so many holes, so many one cut, so many different things there that like Brees Hall just he would have transformed, like just the way he runs and the way this defense and the way we were beating him up, especially between the tackles. Brees Hall would have sprung one, maybe two. I'm sorry. I'm not being a fanboy about it. I'm just saying off his body of work all year this year, he would have done something crazy this game. Like we were just the way we were beating, not even just on the inside, on the perimeter. Like the line was playing so well. They were bullying these guys. And he would have, like I'm telling you, he would have broke one, maybe two. I don't know. It just sucks because I hate to be like, oh man, I wish, because we played so well. But damn, Brees Hall would have went off on this game. I'm not even kidding.
Yo,
right,
Tony.
Let me touch that real quick.
Go ahead.
To say that you guys would have won by 20. If Matt Milano's in that game instead of rookie Terrell Bernard, those holes are closing fast as hell. If Jordan Poyer's in that game instead of Jaquan Johnson, you're not getting around the outside, like how you guys were going to the outside and Jaquan Johnson was missing. He had to miss 100 tackles. All-pro Jordan Poyer is not missing those tackles. So I know Brees Hall is great, but Matt Milano's having an all-pro season. He's been the best outside linebacker in the league, and Jordan Poyer's coming off a Pro Bowl season. So if those two are in the lineup, that defense is completely different. And I don't see you winning by 20 points with two of our best defenders in the lineup.
I know. That's why I said we won by 20 if they weren't in the lineup. That's what I was saying. Like the way I'm talking about the players that were on the field last night. If we had one, I'm not taking anything away from Jordan or Milano. Milano's a beast. He was a beast, like all year. I'm just saying the way that we were playing you guys and the way that you guys weren't able to deal with the interior line. I'm just saying Brees Hall would have feasted. And, it's a what if right now. We're playing fantasy football, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's crazy, Tony, that you said that. I thought the same shit at one point. Like on that play that Michael Carter got around the edge, and there was nothing. Like there was like he needed to break one tackle, and he would have been gone. And then he got taken down. It was a good fucking play. I'm not mad at it. But I was like, damn, if that was Brees, he would have been a one cut gone. Like it would have been crazy to have Brees in that game too. But all that being said, we still have really
Benny,
good running back duo. Yo, what's up, Mark?
Benny, sorry, sorry, Steve, to get in front of you, but I just want to get one quick accolade, which is for JoJo and Justin down below. Actually, JoJo and Jokes said it, and this space is recorded. Like, remember that these guys said this. The Jet defense and the Jet run game, that's going to be what carries this football team through the regular season and even potentially into a playoff run. Like, don't forget that they said that, because as the weather gets colder and these top flight offenses start to ground because they can't run the football, and the defense can play tough and travel. Like, I can't emphasize enough how smart, how wise those points are, man. Just remember that they said it, because that's exactly what we're going to see down the stretch.
And not only that, think about it. We playing a high defensive team now. Now, this ain't like the old Jets that we used to have, This team is for real. We playing to get somewhere. And now we playing to win the division now.
Hey, since you mentioned the division, it's completely fair to say I know the NFC East is also pretty fucking good. I think they got some phony teams on that side. But the AFC East is by far the best division of football not a single team under 500. The Patriots are kind of fugazi. I don't care what nobody says. But between the Bills, the Jets, and the Dolphins, that race is literally up for fucking grabs. The Bills slip up a game or two here, there, that could cost them. I'm not saying it's
Benny,
gonna happen.
we're the best division. We're the best
Oh,
division in the
hands
NFL
down.
right now.
We are the best division in this league right now.
Like a Super Bowl winner is coming out of the AFC East.
It
I
would not
guarantee you
surprise me.
that.
It would not surprise me in the slightest.
Like
every
these other
team.
teams are a joke, bro. Like we are playing like the Dolphins, the Jets, the Bills, bro. Like we're all different in our own way, but we're all playing the team that we're supposed to play that week to their own strengths, if that makes sense. Like you guys are using your defense and your run game. We're using our high-powered offense. The Bills are using a mixture of both their high-powered offense and like every one of, and the Patriots' defense is ridiculous too. I wouldn't be surprised, and it would be insane to happen first time in the NFL, I think, if all four teams get into the playoffs. That would, I mean, you're saying the Patriots are fugazi, but it would be crazy to see all four teams getting into the playoffs this year.
Yeah, my question when it comes to the Patriots, I know they got a little bit of they play some easy teams, whatever, in the past few games. Besides us, they played like some weak teams, and then I know the next few weeks they're playing some tougher teams. So I think I'm gonna find out a little bit more about who the Patriots really are in the next few weeks. But go ahead, Steve.
Hi guys, great to be with you on a Victory Monday. I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fucking playoff team. I don't want to go into comparisons and say, well, the Jets are better than this team or the Jets are better than that team. That was a playoff win. Like that's a team that's a win that you have if you're a playoff team. And I think that just the moral of the story with that is just the Jets can go in no matter where they are, whether it's at home or on the road, and beat any team in the league with how you beat the Bills this week. It's just like people were kind of getting worried about Minnesota and the Vikings being 7-1. That game is winnable because you won what was effectively an impossible game. Anything is possible at this point in the season. So that's just what I love so much about this win. It's just not to talk about, well, the Jets are better than this, or Jets are better than this team, Jets are better than that team. No, the Jets can compete with effectively everybody, and that's what we've wanted for 10 fucking years. So jet the fuck up.
And Benny, don't forget, we still undefeated on the road. We haven't lost a road game yet.
Yeah, very true. We tend to play better on the road. Honestly, I think this needs to be said about this team right here. Since they're so young and they kind of have that like it doesn't fucking matter attitude, like they don't know. I know we've been saying that for a while. They don't know the same old Jets because half of them most of them are my age. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of Jets fans go back to way back when, and we've been the same old Jets. They don't know about that. They don't know that same narrative. And this team tends to play well when their backs are against the wall. Like that's a common trend that's been happening nonstop. Where they beat the Packers game, oh, we don't have a shot. They're going into Aaron Rodgers. We've only beat up backup quarterbacks. Turns out the Packers aren't that fucking great of a football team. Nope. But we did it. We did it versus the Browns. We did it versus Miami. Oh, Miami, whatever. I know they had their third-string quarterback, but we went in there. We made a statement. Mm-hmm. The Bills, you know what? I'm one of the people that didn't think we had a fucking shot. Whatever. We go and perform. Like this team performs well when their back is against the wall. And I think last week when we played New England, it was kind of almost expectation is this is a game that we're gonna win. Like they're not as good as us, whatever. And we went out there and laid an egg. So this team, when shit hits the wall, we tend to perform better. And that's a testament to the coaching staff that keeps these guys believing and testament to this locker room. Everyone in that locker room is grinding, knows what they need to do, and come Sundays is executing their role. Everyone has a role, and everyone's doing it pretty effectively at this point. So that just needs to be said. Go ahead, Mark, real quick.
I'll piggyback right off that point, Benny. Look, shout out not just to the coaching staff, shout out to Joe Douglas for putting the right players in the room. Because if you're wondering why the team is playing 4 quarters of football, it has to do with Joe Douglas getting character individuals who are going to play, who are going to try to win. And it comes to Solid, the coaching staff, for keeping these guys motivated to play 60 minutes of football. And here's a name, Nate Herbig. All right, this guy came up from the practice squad, and we all know that the Jets' offensive line was supposed to be a top-tier unit coming into the regular season. We're all talking about it all preseason. And then Mekhi Becton goes down, and then Fant's injured, and then you get AVT, who's gone for the year, and then Nate Herbig shows up. And if you watch the plays, go on Twitter, watch Brian Baldinger's breakdowns. The Jet offensive line steps it up big. All right, Nate Herbig is a key player, contributor in these plays. CJ Uzama, by the way, key contributor in the blocking game for this. He doesn't get enough love and credit. So it's, shout out to the front office for putting a team together that can compete right now.
Yeah, 100%. This is I don't know. We're definitely one of the better teams in the AFC. Man, I'm excited to see where this team goes. And I kind of mentioned this earlier, but for those of you who don't know, I'm 0 for a million predicting Jets games. So I'm gonna keep predicting the wrong way. So yeah, don't listen to me in terms of game predictions. But
praise the coin.
Oh yeah, that coin is literally perfect, right? Awesome.
Yeah, coin is 9 for 9 right now.
That coin has us losing to New England to get off the bye, so hopefully that doesn't come true. But
the thing is, the schedule get easier now. We passed through the hard part.
I don't know though, man, because you know what? Everybody was saying the Jets, Seattle's going to be a cakewalk. Chicago, listen, take it one game at a time. If the Jets do what they have to do, they win their final 3 home games and win 1 game on the road, we should be in good shape. So, but I got to take it one game at a time for me, because it's a week-to-week league. Nobody gave us a shot. The Jets are going to be underdog against New England again. They got to go to Minnesota still. They got to go to Buffalo. So I'm still, I'm not looking at playoffs yet. I'm looking at, take care of business, win your games at home, and then let's cook.
And you're right. Do one game at a time. And you know what? Seattle is like playing ex-Jets, because a lot of ex-Jets is in Seattle. So I really don't, I had no problem with that. But on the road, we still undefeated. We haven't lost in the road yet. So when we do go to New England, we let one slip up before. I don't think we're going to slip up in New England. I think we're going to get that game, just because the way I feel like they're playing. If they play the same way they've been playing, we can beat New England. Belichick been owning us for what? For almost 2 decades. So, I've been here for a long time as a Jet fan,
Yeah.
I was here when Ken O'Brien was our quarterback. I know what I went through. I saw what the Jets went through. I saw Belichick own us for so much decade. I think this is the year where we split one with them, and we might need to take it in their home. So we let one slip because we were trying to make Zach Wilson throw most of the time. But if we play this type of game,
yeah, don't worry about him, bro. But I'm gonna say this: you're totally right. We play better on the road. This is a playoff caliber football team. I'm gonna say this: we beat the teams that we're supposed to beat in the second half of this schedule. Would probably get to 10 wins, and 10 wins should be enough to get to the playoffs. So that's the moral of the story. I think we could get there. We should be able to get there, but it's one game at a time. We need to take care of New England when we come off the bye week, and then we go Minnesota, and then I think we go to Bears or Minnesota. Like I forgot the schedule.
Y'all Jet fans are thinking too far ahead right now. Enjoy this win today. Enjoy it.
Not me, bro.
Y'all got a bye week, right?
You missed it. I just said you didn't hear me talking. So
y'all talking about Seattle and Pittsburgh. Enjoy this. How about that? Y'all gonna be on a nice bye week.
I'm saying how people are looking ahead. Like Seattle's a gimmick. Chicago. These games aren't gimmick. It's week to week.
No games
man.
are gimmick. Bro.
Exactly.
No games are gimmick.
So good morning to you, and we'll get to the hands.
And you're right. I'm not looking ahead, but I'll tell you our chances is probably kind of bright. And feel this. The fact is that we playing so great on defense. Yes, we might lose a couple of those games, we might win most of those games. But I'm confident enough that we might go 10. We win 10 games this year.
Yep.
Because the way we playing like we don't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
We,
Hey,
we
I don't know who you're gonna drop here, but we got a request.
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, Michael.
I just wanted to say 100% what PD said is exactly right. I mean, we thought the back end of the schedule was going to be easier, but Seattle looks like a team that's coming to play. The Vikings are 7-1, and then the Bears are not a walk in the park anymore. I mean, Justin Fields looks like he's figuring it out, like I said earlier.
Yep.
So
Michael, look at our road schedule. Every team's over 500 going forward. Every
Yeah.
team. So, like that's why I'm saying, like, and
Have y'all played the Lions yet?
no,
not yet.
Lions are at home.
no, we D1. We're playing the teams that you're gonna play later on, that you are already playing later on. So we got Jacksonville. Well, you didn't play them because it's a different.
Yeah, we don't. We
Yeah.
played the Texans out of the AFC.
And the Lions put up numbers too on offense. So
Listen, the Jets need to take. If the Jets could win next against after the bye and beat New England, man, that'll be a huge statement to this team.
right.
Beating
Y'all
every team
gotta
in
get
the
that. Y'all
division.
gotta get that Belichick monkey off y'all back, bro. Y'all gotta get that.
I
Belichick.
agree, D1. But
Like,
are we gonna
like
skip over-
honestly, to me, y'all being the Patriots would mean more than y'all being the Bills yesterday.
I agree with you, D1. I want to see us beat Belichick for once and for all. We have to be able to make that statement that we can move on. I 100% agree. I hope we can do it after the bye. But then,
I
of
think
course,
it's close, D1. I think it's close.
when the
What
game,
and
when
being,
the,
but the Bills is never like I understand the Bills being the Bills is real good. I mean, they've been the darlings this whole off season and season. They're the Super Bowl favorite. But for that mystique of Jets and Patriots, as I said, last week when y'all faced them, like y'all just got to get that off of y'all. Like it's just a stench
Yeah.
of Belichick all around the Jets, and y'all just can't get over the hump. It's just time to. Like they're the weakest team in this division. It's just time to beat them bitches.
Yeah. Garrett, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
I had one last thing to say before everybody chimed in, but that's okay, I guess.
Well, Mike, stay right there. Just let me get to Garrett. Go
Hey,
ahead.
thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete.
Yeah,
you know
Garrett,
what?
what's up?
We haven't lost yet.
Hang
Like
on,
really,
hang on,
we
Julio.
haven't killed
Julio.
the door by throwing. Nobody
Yeah.
can.
Let Garrett speak. Let Garrett speak.
My bad.
Hey, thanks, Benny. Look, I know a lot of people were down on Zach Wilson this past week. I've been trying to be very supportive of him. I understand the frustration. I'm not holding it against anybody, but it's exactly what I was trying to say. He's a young guy. He needs time. As far as Josh Allen, I said it in space with PD and Mark. He's not. No quarterback in this league is untouchable, especially Allen. I mean, what is he, fifth year? He'll revert back to mistakes still if you get pressure on him. He's shown it before. He's a great quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he has shown tendencies to revert back to old habits where he throws high and he throws some bad picks sometimes. It happened in Jacksonville last year, and it happened yesterday with the Jets game. I mean, that first interception was awful. And you know what? It happens. Good quarterbacks play bad games, so developing quarterbacks are going to play bad games too. As far as, I just want to say one more thing. As far as looking ahead, this is our time to look ahead right now. We're on a bye week. We're excited. We're looking at the schedule. After this week right here, we'll get back on it with the Patriots one game at a time. But it's fun to just think about, hey, what can we do? What's our path to the playoffs? This is the week to think about it and be excited about it. So it's not Jets fans looking ahead being crazy. We're on a bye week. This is the week to look at it. Have fun with it.
Garrett, good point. And I even heard yesterday, like, listen, I don't know if this is talked about enough, but I know he had one, but Von Miller was really contained, man. He was contained. I know he had the strip sack and, people, then the Zach thing, get rid of him. He sucks. There was nothing you could do. I mean, listen, Von Miller came across and just completely destroyed his guy on that play. The one time he did it, he created a turnover, but the Jets really neutralized Von Miller, man. Like they had a really good game plan, and shout out to the coaches for that. I can't speak enough volume about that yet.
Petey, I don't think highly of Von Miller anymore. Like even when we played them, we neutralized Von Miller. It's like maybe we're thinking that this is the Von Miller from last year's Rams or even the Broncos. Like this man, he'll make some splash plays here and there, but that consistency of being dominant, he's not that anymore. He can be taken out of plays for long stretches of time.
Guy's still a top 5 player at his position in the league, bro. So until he
Von Miller,
falls,
I don't think he's top 5 right now. But
all right.
I think he might be on like the back end. He may not be top. He's definitely top 10. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just say this real quick in terms of the play on Von Miller. I seen it. Everyone was kind of thrashing Zach Wilson for not getting rid of the ball. I'll tell you what. Von Miller made a hell of a fucking play on that ball. He destroyed our right tackle in that one play. And instead of going for the sack, Zach Wilson wasn't loose with the ball. It wasn't like he had it out. He did a good job at sticking his arm in and stripping the ball. That was a fantastic play by Von Miller. That's not necessarily an indictment on Zach Wilson because Zach Wilson didn't have a fucking shot to get the ball away. Von Miller was in the backfield by the time he turned around. So I just want to say that real quick. But, yeah, go ahead, Mark, and then Mike.
Yeah, as far as ripping Von Miller or ripping Josh Allen, you got to give credit to the Jets. I mean, and as far as looking ahead to Ground's point earlier, look, I mean, as far as looking ahead, you know what I'm looking forward to in 2 weeks is health. All right, let's have Corey Davis come back from injury. You know that these players are dinged up. They've got bangs and bruises. You know, folks playing through injury, fatigue, like stuff that doesn't make the injury report. And then you got Fant and Max Mitchell coming back. We all remember what kind of rookie campaign Max Mitchell was having. You know, getting these guys back healthy, the bye couldn't happen at a better time. And let's put it this way, too, man. This is a young football team. There's a lot of year 1, year 2 players who are making significant contributions. And that's why the Jets are winning games. They're only going to improve in reps, intensity, strength over the course of the season. If folks stay healthy because they're going to get more reps, they're going to learn. Like Garrett Wilson's going to look better later in the year. I know how that's crazy to say, but he's going to look better later in the year than he even looks now. So
Garrett Wilson, man, he played like a number 1 wide receiver. That dude bro, imagine if he didn't fake that ball throw like he was going to, you know, throw the ball. That's a touchdown in my eyes, bro. That scared me, bro. That was a crazy play towards the end of the game, bro.
I don't even think it was a fake, though. He even said it was supposed to be a Philly special in his press conference. Like he was supposed to throw the ball.
Yeah, and he kept doing it, and it's crazy. But, Mark, I want you to – I just checked track, and the tissues that I sent to you, they should be there today, about 2:30.
Oh, they are? Okay, I'll have to let Whittle know that Whittle, who's calling me crybaby? It's Whittle. Ryan Church is on that train, too. Yeah, I'll make sure to blow my nose, dry my tears. Thanks, Petey.
Yeah, I'm going to go ground and punt. Michael and then ground and punt. My bad. And then after, I want to get to the segment I usually do. It usually takes a little while, and it'll probably take us closer to the end of the show. But I want to do Overreaction Monday. It could be Jets Bowl. It could be Dolphins Bowl. I don't care. I want to hear your overreaction. So if you have an overreaction from this past Sunday, it could be literally fucking anything. I don't care.
Hold on, just AFC East overreactions, or it doesn't matter?
Regardless, like I said, like I'm gonna give you an example real quick. My overreaction like 2 weeks ago was Sauce Gardner is already a top 5 cornerback in this league. You know what I'm saying? It could be outlandish. Some people can say crazy shit. I don't care. Just anything like that. Let me just get to these hands and then I'm gonna go straight into that. So go ahead, Mike.
Hey, so I did want to say one thing before everybody chimed in. Kind of was, we're gonna hear after the bye that Belichick's undefeated or so great after the bye, and how he's 13-0 against us. That's the shit that we're going to hear, because every year we hear it when we play them after the bye, is how good he is after the bye. With that said, are we going to skip over the fact that Justin said that we're going to beat the Dolphins in week 18 with their tuna guy back? I thought that quote was hysterical.
Yeah, nah, that's I said this, like I swear to God, I wish I could go back and find it on the recording. It was on one of these recorded spaces. I literally said in my gut, I think the Jets and Dolphins could both make the playoffs. It's shaping up to be that way anyway. But week 18 is probably still gonna matter for both teams. And I said this way back when. I was like, I could already feel it in my stomach. Jets and Dolphins can have a similar record. One can have one more win, one can have one more loss, whatever the case may be. And week 18 is going to matter a lot. Week
Bro,
18 going to playoffs
as
is
of
going to
right
be big.
now, week 18 just look like playoff seeding because everybody's making the damn playoffs in this division.
Hey, I'll take it. And that's still,
Like, that's just playoff seeding.
that's still be a fun game, though, bro. It'll still be a fun game because, you know what I'm saying, depending on who the matchups is, I'm sure if the 6th seed or whatever has to play the Chiefs, and the 5th seed is going to play the Ravens. We both going to be fighting to play the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't want none of you fucks in the playoffs, but if the whole division makes the playoffs, I kind of want that as an accomplishment because for years the AFC
Bro.
East has been bad mouth for
Yep.
20 years now, and to have all 4 teams make the playoffs,
That would be wild, D1.
yeah, oh my God, the playoff, that playoff game or that week leading to the playoff game, because most likely the AFC East team is going to be playing each other, at least one of them.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy.
Hell yeah. But yeah, now let me get to ground and punt, and then we're gonna do overreaction Monday, and then we lit. So go ahead, bro.
Hey, Petey, I have a question for you about Elijah Moore, like with what you saw from him in the game, and
Yep.
just looking from overhead, and also too, man, Pete, I understand where you're coming from a little bit with regards to the takes and everything, because during the game, I'm watching some of these takes on Zach, like especially the one after when Von Miller got the strip sack. And I'm just like, holy shit, I can't believe this. Like, when did that happen? Was that in the third or
I
fourth
think it
quarter?
was in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
we're
not-
in the fucking
third-
game. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? Like, and one of them was Kenny. I was like, Kenny, I'm like, I love you, Kenny. What are you doing?
Let's speak to Kenny about that ground and punt real quick. What my evaluation of Moore, he was used as a decoy, and it worked very well because when they didn't do that shit with Berrios, and they did it with Moore, with the behind the freaking line of scrimmage, it changed. LaFleur did a lot of motion yesterday, and that I think threw the Bills. I think that threw the Bills off a lot, the motion, because they didn't do anything spectacular. But they just kept Zach Wilson and Robbie Zabo. Shout out to him because he said when Zach Wilson is in rhythm, he's a good quarterback. And he was in rhythm yesterday, guys. Let's be real. He didn't do one turnaround. He didn't scramble like he did, and he went forward. So, Mark, shout out to you because Robbie Zabo, came on here and said that.
He was decisive too, Petey. You know what I mean? Like looked like he was well prepared. The protections were good. And then also too, if you're gonna start doing the overreaction Monday, I'll start. Jets are gonna win the AFC East.
Whoa, hey, you started off hot, and it's all possible. I mean, between the Jets, Dolphins, and Bills, all it takes is the Bills to slip up another game or two. And then that
especially if Josh Allen doesn't play next week, bro.
Yeah, Benny.
Yeah, I heard that he has an injury that might be 4 games because he had that injury before in 2018.
Oh, D1, my bad. Are you doing the overreaction, Benny?
Yeah, I'm going straight into the overreaction.
D1 lives in New Jersey, so my overreaction is he's really a Jeff fan. You know I'm kidding, bro.
Don't insult me, Petey. Overreaction Monday. I got 2 overreaction takes. One is the Bills may not win this division, and 2, as of right now, 2 is the de facto MVP in the league. I don't care what anybody say. I thought that the MVP means most valuable player. We see how this team is when Tua is not back there. We're only averaging 16.5 points when he's back there, and we're 0-3. And we're undefeated when he's back there and almost averaging 30 points when he plays. So I'm saying Tua's MVP of the season so far.
I don't necessarily think he's gonna win, But
No,
if
I'm
we're
not saying he's
no,
gonna
no,
win.
yeah, no. I see what you mean though. Like if
Yeah.
we're talking like the literal definition of the most valuable player on the team, then that's a legitimate point. Like you're completely right on that. And I agree. I definitely agree. Definitely, Dean, I see you shaking your hand, feeding the talk. Go ahead, Dean. Talk to me, bro. What's your
All
overreaction?
right. Hey, good morning, y'all. My overreaction Monday is if Byron Jones comes back before this year is over with, and this offense continues to play the way they're playing, we will be in the Super Bowl this year. That's my overreaction Monday.
This is a Dolphins propaganda space. We've exchanged Bills propaganda for Dolphins propaganda this morning. It's crazy.
Man,
Hey,
because it's
Benny,
time
I'm
to be
walking into
talking
work.
about this Bills propaganda because we've been shoved down our throat for 9 months that these Bills are unbeatable,
Yes,
unstoppable, they're
right.
perfect, and they're Super Bowl winners.
They were darlings
As, as
darlings for most of the
as
main
much as
sports
I don't like,
stations.
Dean, as much as I don't like agreeing with D1, and that's a very, bro, we got slammed by them, bro.
Right. So
Slammed.
that's why real quick I want to say this. And I'm gonna get off. I gotta go somewhere. But this is what I want to say to Benny and PD and all the Jets fans. Listen, what you guys did yesterday, and I've been calling that shit for 5 weeks. I told you guys your defense can beat anybody, and the fact that you beat the Bills, I'm happy because they were the darlings of the NFL. And I'm not knocking them. They could still win the Super Bowl. But I like the fact that you guys hit them in their mouth, and they have no excuses. No excuses. Their offense was fully healthy. I don't care about their defense a couple guys was down. That's football, bro. You guys beat them, and this division, this AFC is open. If you look at the Chiefs last night, if they had better quarterback play, the Tennessee would have won that game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately,
Bro,
they played with a rookie quarterback.
Dean,
So
Dean,
yes,
did you
bro.
see the game?
Yeah, I
Dean,
watched
did
the
you
whole
see the
game.
game?
Yeah.
The last 6 minutes, we killed the clock. We did more than fucking punch them in the mouth.
That's
We
what I mean.
pillaged their village, bro.
Right, that's what I meant. Y'all punched them in the mouth in the trenches. Your offensive line dominated their D line. Your D line dominated their offensive line. So that's what I said. That's why I said right now you guys have a championship defense. And I think you guys, I said it 2 weeks ago, you guys are a playoff football team. But without a doubt, I think my Dolphins are a playoff football team. We're missing Byron Jones really bad. And if he comes back, I don't care. I feel like we can get to the Super Bowl because our offense is in a great rhythm right now. Excellent rhythm with that trade that we got from Wilson, the Wilson kid from the 49ers. He is what Tua was missing, a back that can run downhill, makes one cut, and he's running downhill. That guy we had, Edmonds, was a liability with third down catches. He couldn't block, he couldn't run. Now we really got a real running back, and I think we can beat anybody, bro. But our defense is kind of not playing up to our standard right now. That's it. So, guys, y'all have a good day, man. Thank you for Benny. Thank you for giving me a mic, bro.
Yes, sir. Yo, Dean, I got mad respect for you, bro. I'm gonna just give my overreaction real quick. Say what you want. Not everyone is top, whatever, in their respective position. I think right now, how we're playing, we're probably the number one defense in the fucking league. From our defensive line being literally, they said it on a podcast yesterday, 10 deep, 10 guys who could produce, 10 guys who could cause pressure. Bryce Huff, shout out to him, he's a fucking monster. Our linebackers, I know we was shitting on them that they're slow, they can't really get side to side, they can't cover. They proved us wrong. Quincy has been playing well, Quan is doing his thing, and CJ has showed why he is him. We got the best cornerback duo in the league, and our safeties, due to our best cornerback duo in the league, their job is so much fucking easier. I think as of right now, I'm comfortable saying that we have the number one defense in the league. We rushed 4 every fucking time, and we caused pressure every fucking time. Our defense is literally like that. So that's my overreaction. I think we have the number one defense in the fucking league, as stated right now. And in terms of that injury stuff that Dean was mentioning about, we were missing 3 of our best offensive players yesterday. And we still were able to manufacture points and still did everything that we needed to do. So, yeah, that's that. But go ahead, JB.
Word, thanks, man. Let me just say, what you just said is a real good segue into my overreaction. I've been kind of thinking about this the last couple weeks, and listen, this is an interesting conversation for me. My brother's a diehard Dolphin fan. I'm a diehard Jets fan, so I hear both worlds here. And let me tell you, if just watching this team over especially the last couple of weeks, and just really seeing everything come together, seeing them play well. And like you said, I mean, just how deep they are on defense. It's like, it's hard now. I was talking about this on the space last night with Damien. It's like, it's just been so long since, in hell, for some of us and for some of you, it's probably you've never seen it like this, where it's like they've had just this many guys playing out of their, and not even playing out of their minds. It's just they got good players everywhere, man. Like, look at the secondary, the defensive line. It's like the linebackers. Everybody was saying the linebackers are a little bit thin coming into the year. Let me tell you, CJ's balling out, Quincy's balling out. All these dudes are going nuts. And it just seems like every week, like even look at like Michael Clemens, dude. It's like we got dudes playing and balling out everywhere. And so just seeing everything gel together and watching them come out and execute a game plan against, the unbeatable Bills, who, by the way, they have one of these runs or a couple of these games every year. Didn't they lose to Jacksonville last year? Like,
Yeah.
they're not unbeatable, man. And if you play
We're
your
not
game, you can
Jacksonville
get
though,
them.
bro. We're not Jacksonville. We're no
No,
team.
and that's the point. But I'm just saying, like, they throw up clunkers. Like, they are not this unbeatable team that everybody made them to come out to be. And I believe Salah and I believe these players when they said we were going to come into this game and, like, this isn't a surprise to us. It's not a surprise to them, and it shouldn't be a surprise to us anymore. And so my overreaction Monday here is I think that this core is shaping up to, look like, these teams of the last couple of years, just one of those elite cores that's going to be around for, however long it's going to last. You see these teams like the Rams had their run, the Chiefs had their run, and we're not there yet. We need some of these guys to step up and really become superstars. But I mean, the pieces are there, man. The pieces are there. And I just want to end my point with this. I want to give a little shout out to everybody who jumped off the bandwagon completely last week. I mean, I get the whole, I get people worried about Zach, and trust me, I'm a straight shooter. If I see him make a bad throw, I'm gonna call him out on it. But it's just like, man, the amount of people with all these just trashing the guy. And one of my guys was texting me during the game, even yesterday. It was like on one throw early in the game where it was like, kind of the same thing where it's like everybody was shitting on him for the strip sack. It's like he was saying, oh, get this guy off the team. He's bad. It's like, we won despite him. It's like, man, if you think that, you didn't watch the game yesterday. He made so many good throws, and I saw so much growth. And even, the stats don't pop off the page, but I mean, I just thought he managed the game so well. He took what the defense gave him at times. He made strong throws, wasn't running around, and most importantly, he didn't turn the ball over. And he led a lot of really smart drives. I mean, that last drive at the end of the game, I mean, like you guys said, I mean, they literally just ran it down their throats. It was like 2009, 10, 11. They just gave the ball to the running backs, and they just bullied Buffalo. So thanks for letting me take a couple of minutes, but let's go, man. Go Jets. Go Jets, bro. Like, this is awesome. We are awesome.
Hell yeah, bro. I echo everything that you said. And I just posted something on the Jumbotron. This goes back to something I said in the beginning of my show, where Michael LaFleur did a fantastic job at not making Zach Wilson have to hold the ball for too long. Everything was boom, get it to the open man, boom, get it to the open man, boom, get it to the open man. And the stats show right above, when Zach Wilson, when he threw the ball within 2.5 seconds, he was 16 of 19 for 140 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions, and 114 quarterback rating. That is where Zach Wilson is efficient. We've all known it. Pockets clean. He delivers a good ball. That's what we need from Zach Wilson, is when he gets in trouble, when we're making him hold the ball and making him be Superman. That's the difference in his game. So
hey, Ben, real quick, I'm walking into a meeting. I just wanted to get this off for overreaction.
Yeah, go ahead.
The AFC East is the best division in football, and it's not particularly close. I know at the beginning of the year, everybody was hyped up about the AFC West with all the free agents and all this other crap and all these teams loading up, and everybody's like, oh, the AFC West, who's going to touch them? No way, nobody. And it flopped. Vegas is a dumpster fire. San Diego's underwhelming at the best. Like, you can't sit here and tell me the AFC East isn't the best division in football right now, like top to bottom. And
That's not
I
even
don't.
an overreaction. That's a fact.
I know it's not. I feel like it's an overreaction because when was the last time you could say that? Like, you
And my
never.
other man, Jay
It's not
Beatty,
an
where was that? There was no
overreaction.
overreaction there either.
It's just
Yeah,
facts.
but like, when was the
Honestly,
last time you could say it? I guess that's why I'm saying it's an overreaction, because when was the last time people said the
that,
AFC
that
East is the best division in football?
the AFC East should have 3 teams in the top 5 of power rankings. I don't know what the people are doing if the Bills, Jets, and Dolphins are not top 5.
Hey, I gotta say something. The
Let's
Jet
get through
fan,
these hands here. Hold on a second,
I'm
Jalen.
gonna get to you, bro. No, trust me. I want to hear what you got to say. Trust and believe. I want to hear what you got to say. But let me get to Jeff, then Steve, and then Jalen, then Kat. I'm gonna get to y'all. But Jeff, go ahead, bro. What's your overreaction Monday?
What's going on, guys? Good morning. So last night I was talking to a lot of my friends. I don't really associate with Jets fans. All my friends, Steelers fans, Giants fans. How it is. There's very little of us. That's why we come here and we, kumbaya or whatever. But my overreaction, and this is something that they were telling me. They're telling me that we're a dark horse right now. How do y'all feel about that? Personally, I wouldn't go that far yet, but a lot of them they're telling me we're a dark horse right now. They really think that our defense is that legit to keep us in every game. What do you think? You think it's too early? I think yesterday we proved what we had to prove, and I feel like we're one of the most feared teams, if not the most feared team in the AFC, because we're gonna give it our all every Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. It's tough, but I could kind of agree, because what wins playoff games? I know everyone's gonna say the big quarterback, but no, it's a stable running game to keep the opposing offenses off the field and elite defensive play. And we just happen to have 2 out of the 3 key aspects, and we have pretty decent special teams play as well. I mean, aside from Brandon Mann slipping like occasionally, you know what I'm saying? But all that being said, anything could happen in the playoffs. I think there's some favorable matchups. I think if the playoffs ended today, we'd be going to Baltimore. Say what you want. We're not the same team as we were week 1. I think we should have beat Baltimore week 1, but I think we're lined up perfectly to be able to take down the likes of Baltimore in the wild card round. And then who's to say who we got next? I think it would be maybe the Bills. We proved we're able to hang with the Bills. It's going to be a little different when it's cold outside and everything like that, but we proved that we're able to do it. So a dark horse team, I think we're the true definition of that, if it was up to me. But yeah, definitely. Let me go to Steve. What up, Steve?
What's going on, guys? Back again. My overreaction Monday might bring Mark Torres to some very happy, joyful tears, but I think Josh Allen on Kyle Brandt's podcast talking about how the games after Belichick, the bad games after Belichick, helped him click in terms of his career. I think he spoke Zach Wilson's future success into existence on that podcast, saying that, well, it all clicked after the bad Belichick game. Because I posted that same stat, Benny, that you did on the Jumbotron, and I was talking about it in Spaces all week, is that, well, why were we doing all these 3 to 5 step drops against New England and in the Pittsburgh game and in the Miami game, it was all these one step, no step drops where he gets the ball out quick. You use what Zach Wilson does the best, is that he has that rifle arm and short distance throws, and you get him in rhythm, and that's what got you the win. And I think I honestly think that kind of success and that kind of game plan can help Zach grow in order to be able to trust his eyes more, because when he trusts his eyes more, that can expand into the deep game. Because hell, that throw to Mims early on in the game, that wasn't a bad throw. Like, sure, it was maybe like a little low, but Mims, like, there was a definite possibility that Mims could have caught that ball, and that was pretty well placed for it being maybe a one-step, one-read throw. So I think the future can be bright down the road for Zach Wilson, and I think Josh Allen may have spoke a little too much into existence for my overreaction.
Hey, Steve, quickly on that take. I'm going to be rewatching the game today, but I wonder if that throw being low wasn't trying to protect the receiver from a big hit. I mean, Zach Wilson could be an accurate quarterback when he could plant. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to rewatch and see if that's the case. But no, man, appreciate your take.
Yeah, no, 100%. Just to build off that even a little bit more, I think that play call was absolutely what we needed right away. They showed the Bills defense that we weren't going to be afraid to take the big shot, and we did it early, loosen up the defense, and that's exact. And we were able to capitalize on some big plays down the field to Garrett Wilson and stuff like that, and that opened up the defense. Where in that fourth quarter, when there was 6 minutes left or 7 minutes left, we were able to just run it down their throats because we weren't afraid of taking the big shot either. It wasn't dink and dunk all game long. We'll take our occasional big shot, so you have to be honest. So once again, shout out to Mike LaFleur for calling a fantastic, his best game as an offensive coordinator.
Hey, Benny.
And down.
Benny, where's the overreaction from Petey and Mark? I want to hear them. They're normally very conservative, monotone. I want to hear from them. And Petey, real quick, what was going through your mind 6 minutes into the game, watching from up above, watching the Jets just impose their will? What was that like for you, bro?
It was first of all, I got to save some of the talking because I got a show tonight, so I can't, I got to let Benny here. So, I just was impressed. I was stunned when I saw that interception by Allen. I'm like, man, because, I fell for it. The Bills fans, and the whole NFL thinks, he's the new god of the NFL. And listen, I was just stunned, and I'm like, holy shit, the Jets have a chance here. And I just couldn't believe what I was watching. The Jets literally, their will was incredible on the defensive line. They were pushing people around. CJ Mosley, was hitting hard, played well. When Sauce got cooked in the first play, I'm like, geez, here we go. And then, you know what? I didn't see Gabriel Davis's name mentioned a lot. They put him. I know Reed gave up some underneath throws and Diggs got behind a little bit, but they held them and they adjusted, man. I was impressed. I mean, let's be real. The Jets defense legitimately took the Bills and bullied them like the Bills would bully us. The Josh Allen run to me was impressive. That big call, that he audibled on. But the Jets defense played incredible. We got to tip my hat to the Jets.
You're ground. If you want an overreact, I'll give you one. I think the floor for the Jets this season now is second place in the division. And I'll give you another overreact. I don't think 3 teams are making it out of the East. I know it reminds me of the AFC West where we said, man, these teams, like in the preseason, we said, man, these teams are so good that 3 teams out of the AFC West might make the playoffs. I don't know if 3 teams are going to make it out of the East. It's just too tough to do. That's my overreaction.
All right, Mark, I feel you. I'm going to try to, since it's overreaction Monday, hopefully we try to keep it short because there's a lot of hands. I know all y'all spoke real quick. Let me get to Jalen real quick. What's your overreaction, bro? That we're better than the Jets are better than the Dolphins. Yeah, appreciate you. Hey, go ahead, Jalen. Have fun with you.
Nah, my overreaction is I know I give y'all hell about the Jets, but if I show y'all screenshots of my homeboy that's a Jets fan, I wanted y'all to win the whole game. I was tired of the Bills fan. My overreaction is the Bills going to come in third, and one of us will come in first and second, and I think the Bills going to come in third because we still got to play them 2 times, y'all and us, and I think the Vikings going to give them hell too. That's my overreaction. Fuck the Bills. No, I'm not trying to be too mean, but fuck Wood or fuck Lisa, all of them. But they talk so much shit when we played each other. They said they was gonna beat us by 35. Then they said they were gonna beat y'all by 40. Man, my overreaction for today is Miami or Jets coming first and second, whatever it is, and the Bills coming third, off of half a game. Half a game. These 2 games it's gonna fuck with them. I'm telling you.
We only. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Jets and the Dolphins are only a half game back right now, right?
We're only a half game back for 1 seed. But listen, from the best team in the NFL that should win the division with ease. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And I said in the beginning of the season, I tweeted out and I got so much hell. I said, bro, the Bills are good, but they're not as good as what you guys think they are. And I'm gonna stand on that. I give y'all hell because I've never had a problem with Jets fans until I started getting on Twitter a lot and messing with y'all. But I'm telling y'all right now, I've never had a problem with Jets fans, but Bills fans I've always had a problem with. So I'm not gonna lie, bro. F the Bills. That's my overreaction. I think they're gonna come in third. One of us is gonna shock the world. We're gonna shock the world, and it's gonna be Jets or Miami Jets or whatever it is, and the Bills in third. But I still think 3 teams from our division are gonna go. I still think that we're gonna go to.
Hey, Benny, Jalen, what's up? Hope the fam's well. Benny, listen to this. Somebody made a comment. It was Justin. So a Bills fan chimes in because Justin asked if they're okay. December 11th, Josh Allen is going to use Zach Wilson's little headband as a cum rag when they mop the Bills. When they mop the field with him and the Jersey Jets in Buffalo. Like
Hey,
that's
can
what
I
I
say
mean,
one?
bro.
Can I say one more
You
overreaction?
make points, not
Go ahead, Jalen.
yeah. Jalen, go ahead.
Can I say one more overreaction?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I think Bills lose 4 games, and guess who they come to? The Jets and the Dolphins 2 times. The Jets and the Dolphins 2 times. My overreaction, and y'all heard it from me first. Y'all heard it from me first.
So Jalen, that means they're going to beat you, and then the Bills will come to us. So, all right, I like that take, Jalen. Good job, brother.
No. I said they're going to lose 4 games. So they already lost 2. They lost to us and y'all. And guess who they have to play 2 more times?
Oh, so you think we're going to beat them again? I thought you were talking playoffs. Shit, man, I'm overreacting.
Overreaction. We beat them 2 times this year in the regular season, and y'all beat them 2 times. That's 4 losses for them. And that's my other overreaction. Hey, Jet fans, y'all, I know y'all had hands up, but hey, let's go. That's my other reaction, man. Fuck the Bills, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Fuck the Bills. I'm telling y'all. Fuck them.
Yo,
Especially
Jalen.
because Whittle and LeSean, they be acting like they just so. And y'all heard me on Spaces this week. I said y'all act like y'all just are like y'all done won the Super Bowl 2 times in a row. Like y'all really think y'all could just go week in and week out and beat people by 40 points? Like, bro, come on, like
All right, wait
slow
a
your
minute,
roll.
Jalen. If they're not in the space, man, I don't feel so comfortable telling them all that. But
No,
I
I
see what
tweeted
you're
out to
saying,
LeSean.
and I heard it. Believe me, I heard it.
I tweeted out to LeSean, so it's not like I ain't saying nothing. And what's name? He just tweeted out. He said we're still. I said, all right.
Well,
Y'all
Mark,
only half a game behind. Y'all only
Yeah,
half a
yeah,
game
yeah,
behind.
yeah. Let me say this.
can you hear me, Benny, or no?
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I was walking out of the stadium, didn't say a word, and some Bills fan said, "Oh, good job with your." I didn't say a word to him, and he said, "Started in with me. Good job on your 1 win. You won the Super Bowl." And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I started a Jet chant right after he said that, and the
Hey,
whole place.
Petey, guess what they said to us? Congrats on your Super Bowl win. They are so cocky, bro, for them not to. Like, I know we could be cocky, like both our fan bases, bro, but they are the most. They act like they won the Super Bowl 2 times just because they make it to the playoffs. Like, they act like they really have won the Super Bowl two years in a row and are just can't. Or they're not beatable.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
that's
say
what.
this. Yeah, Jay, real quick. I'm gonna say this because I want to get to these hands because I don't
Yeah.
want to go too far over. But yo, I respect everything you saying. It's crazy. I could really see it. I don't know if you saw the end of the game right there. Bryce Huff came around and stripped, and it looked like Josh Allen was favoring that arm a little bit. I'm not
Yep.
saying like I wish injury. Like I hope he's straight and everything. But that's something to monitor if Josh Allen has to deal with a fucking throwing hand
Yep.
injury. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is really possible that they falter in these next few games because injuries obviously are a part of the game. I wish they weren't, but it is what it is. So I can see it, bro. I could definitely see it. But let me definitely get to let me get to Cap real quick, bro. I know it's your
I
first
got
time you get to speak, but yeah, go ahead, Cap. What's your overreaction? Talk to me.
Hey, good morning, everybody. My overreaction Monday is going to be that Jeff Ulbrich will get head coaching interviews this offseason.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
And
I fucking love it.
I'm gonna double down on it. When Buffalo Bills fans yesterday, I saw somebody tweeted this and I thought it was amazing. Somebody, a Bills Mafia person, said, "Congratulations on your Super Bowl win," and the response was, "So that means you're 0-5 in the Super Bowls now."
Hey, I love it. I love it. I know we was all concerned about Mike LaFleur getting head coach interviews, and it may just turn around that Jeff Ulbrich may be that dude. I know I was one of the people that was initially kind of tough on him
Listen,
and
I hated
whatnot.
him, Benny. I hated him.
Oh, I fucking hated him too. But I don't know. It's crazy that you kind of said that. I want to get to these hands, but I'm gonna say this real quick. I thought about that yesterday at some point during the game, And I was like, I think we're doing very good this year, and I think next year, after a new draft class, a new free agency class, whatever, then we could be in the conversation for legit Super Bowl contenders. And I just hope that this coaching staff stays intact for at least another 2 years after this. And I know that's not how the NFL works. That'd be nice to have that cohesion of the same coaching staff for years to come. But definitely that'd be fucking fantastic. Let's definitely get to Anthony, bro. What's good, Anthony? Give me your overreaction Monday.
All right, I got 2 overreactions for this Monday. The first is that the Jets are not only going to get 1, but 2 Sunday Night Football games flex this year. At Buffalo, I feel like that's an easy layup. That honestly, at this point, might be one of the hyped games of the year at this point. The second one is in Seattle, with Seattle vying for winning their division late in the year. The whole Geno versus his old team. And you know, I think that would be a really good game if they want to put a fun matchup on Sunday night. So I think we get, honestly, 2 flexes. Honestly, the week after also is a candidate there, but I think we get 2 Sunday night games flexes here because we frankly deserve it. And the second one, yesterday, Josh Allen looked a lot like how Zach Wilson was, and this is going back to the point of the interview and kind of Josh Allen figuring it out. I think it's really hard to coach that instinct to play hero ball out of people and that instinct to try and put the whole game on their shoulders. And I think Josh Allen is going to have some kind of identity crisis at this point in his career, where the Bills haven't gone to where they've been with him. But for them to really take that next step and win a Super Bowl, he needs to play within himself. They can't, throw the ball away and throw the game away like 4 or 5 times a season if they want to win a Super Bowl. So I think that the other hot take is that Josh Allen is going to have an identity crisis this year, especially throwing the ball. They're going to have to figure it out soon. But I think he's gonna struggle, and games like this are going to only set him back a little bit as far as where they want to go.
That's interesting that you say that. I wouldn't be so far-fetched to say it's going to happen mid-year, but who knows if it comes out that, they falter, they exit out after the first round of the playoff or something like that. I could see something like that happening. Bills fans have kind of said it. There are holes on that defense. I know they were saying, the Packers only ran on us because we were letting them. Their run defense is pretty poor. And when you take away, it's easier said than done. But when you take away the likes of Stephon Diggs, where else do they really have to go? Gabe Davis isn't a consistent target, isn't a consistent factor in these games. He'll have those big splashy games, but not consistently. So it'll be interesting to see how the Bills continue to roll.
Benny, I do think Gabe Davis, I'm not throwing shade. I disagree with you. I just think the Jets really neutralized him. Gabriel Davis is a big play receiver, and he got not one big play yesterday. So credit the Jets and DJ Reed and Sauce, because I think Sauce was mostly on him. So I hear what you're saying, but the Jets defense needs to get some respect here because they completely outclassed the Bills yesterday in every facet on that defense.
Okay. No, he is a big play receiver, but in terms of his game to game, he literally goes games without affecting, not just against the Jets. He'll go weeks without doing jack shit, and then he'll have those big splashy plays where he'll get fucking 2 catches for 100. He did it a few weeks ago. I think it was versus KC. 2 catches, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has that big play capability, but he isn't in the slightest a consistent wide receiver that's going to get you your 4 catches for 70 yards or anything like that. That's what I meant. But he's definitely like that. He's definitely talented enough to get like
Hey,
that.
Benny.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
If I can quickly piggyback on what you and Petey are talking about with regard to Josh Allen. Let's not forget, and yes, respect, because let's not forget, not every team, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but not every team has corners of the caliber of Sauce and DJ Reed. The Bills are going to win a lot of football games this year. Let's not forget that. I'm not so quick on Josh Allen is like a one-read, one-trick pony. That's not how it works, man. that's a good quarterback in the top tier, like top flight offense that Jets just shut down. So let's let's give credit. We can give credit to the Bills and massive credit to the Jets at the same time.
Yeah, 100%. But let me get to Gary. What's your overreaction? I'm gonna go to Lee, John, Robert, Orlando, Terrence. I'm getting to all y'all. Don't worry. But yeah, go ahead, Gary. What's your
Yeah,
overreaction?
make this quick. I think that Mike LaFleur is going to get a head coaching job, and Matt LaFleur is going to take his place.
Oh, so you're saying Matt LaFleur gets fired in Green Bay?
I think he's out in Green Bay. I think Mike gets a head coaching job somewhere, and Saleh hires his best friend, and the LaFleur offensive coordinator continues.
Hey, that would be kind of crazy. I think if we have a strong offensive finish, maybe he can get some head coach offers. I don't necessarily think it might be this year. I think Jeff is fucking balling out as a coach. Like I said it before, I fucking absolutely hated him. But every time the camera pans to him, he looked like he's honed in, like he's fucking playing. So these dudes are playing for him. He's like that.
I agree, Benny. It might not be this year, but I think it's going to happen eventually. And I was a big Jeff Holberg hater, and I have flipped on that. I have put out an apology and ate it because he showed up. He did it yesterday. That was the big test. I've been feeling it for weeks, but after that game yesterday, you can't deny it anymore. Jeff Holberg is doing a great job.
Hell yeah. But Lee John, talk to me, bro. What's your overreaction Monday?
Can you guys hear me?
You there, bro? Yeah, I hear you.
All right, my bad. I had to take my AirPods out. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
My
What's your
overreaction
Monday?
is that these fucking Jet fans pay how much money to go to get season tickets, and then we go to these games. We're finally good, and 75% of that stadium is Bills fans. Like, I'm so happy we won.
Bro,
I get a
I'm
day
gonna Lee
to come
John,
back to reality.
Lee John. That's the Jets' fault, bro. The Jets were selling tickets to the Bill fans and groups and all that. So should not shout out. Not Jet fans aren't
They're
showing
not
up,
showing
bro.
up.
That's
the guy
the
behind me's
problem.
got season tickets. I haven't seen him yet. That should not be allowed. They should KYC these tickets. If you buy season tickets and you go to 0 games, who's buying those tickets? Give them to another person that would clearly buy a fucking 50-yard line aisle seat. Like, it gets me because this team
Bro,
is
you
5
gotta
and 3.
realize,
You have
too.
to beat the Bills or the season's almost over. I mean, you hear it in the city slowly, and nobody
How
shows
is
up.
wait? How is the season almost
If we
over?
lost,
Even
you
if
would
we
have
would
heard
have
it in the
lost, we would have been
faces. If we
5
got
and
blown out, we
4.
would have heard it in the
There's
faces.
only 3
All I'm saying is that we got to show up for this team. I know we're going to show up against the Bears. Obviously, we will. It's November 27th. But this is a divisional game against the Bills, and it was such an important game. I know we won, but I lost my fucking voice yesterday because I had 6 Jet
Bro,
fans at
same with
once.
me.
I had to be 6 Jet fans at one time because we were so outnumbered. And it's crazy because the Patriot
That's
game
all
the week
right.
before, there was no Patriot fans. And we lose to the Patriots, and all of a sudden, all the life gets sucked out of our franchise. I just wish that we would be a little bit more like, fucking, let's go. It's a divisional game. I want us to be a little bit more like Pittsburgh. Know that you're the Jets, that we're going to fucking win if you show up. And that's got to be the mentality going forward. It has to be the mentality going forward. If you want to be a winning team, you got to scream at your fucking team on third down so you can, so you can help these defensive players get maybe a false start. You can help in the stands. And I felt so bad for Zach Wilson because the guy was playing an away game.
I'm gonna say this, bro. As much as I agree that we need to, and it sucks, we need to develop a better home field advantage. That goes without being said. I'd only give credit because Bills Mafia does travel fucking absolutely everywhere. When they went down in Miami, it's like they take over stadiums. So not that it's okay. If you're a Jet fan, you can't make it. Sell it to a fucking Jet fan. There's plenty of Jet fans that wish they could make it to these games. They don't have the opportunity to do so. That's what I did. I couldn't make it to this past game. I sold it to a Jet fan. I'm not selling it to nobody
Hell
else.
yeah.
So that's definitely
That's the way it should be. I love that because, like I said, man, the guy behind me, he's got 6 seats in a row. I haven't seen him one time in the last 2 years. And all I see is the opposite team. And I turn around because we score a touchdown. I go to high five somebody, and it's a fucking, 20-year-old kid in another jersey. And that bothers me because we're good. We've been dealing with that for years, but we're good now. It's the Buffalo Bills. We got to show up and support this team. But other than that, I mean, the overreaction for today is we're going to the fucking Super Bowl. I mean, if you play like that, you played into Josh Allen's weakness. What Zach Wilson did last week, we said we're going to use that formula on Josh Allen, and it worked. So let's fucking go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go to Bravo, then Orlando, then Mike. Oh, actually, before Mike, we'll go to Terrence because Terrence popped back in. You've been waiting a little while. So go ahead, Bravo. What's your overreaction Monday, brother?
Benny, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Chilling, bro. How you
Hey,
feeling?
you know how it is, man. Overreaction, minimum 5 players to the Pro Bowl. I don't want no Pro Bowlers, obviously, but if it were to come down like that, I see more than 5.
Hey, you can say it real quick if you got them off the top of your head. If you had 5
Of
players,
course,
who would it be?
DJ Reed, Sauce, CJ Mosley, Quinnen Williams, Hardy from special teams, just to say name a few, but those guys been balling all year. I don't see why not.
Hey, man, I absolutely fucking love it. I know. I feel like it's gonna be annoying. My gut feeling tells me DJ Reed might not necessarily make it because he's playing next to the flashy Sauce Gardner, but DJ Reed's putting up fucking fantastic numbers. I hope we get both of our cornerback duos in that.
What's the size
in
of
that
DJ
Pro Bowl.
Reed? That boy is playing amazing on the taller receivers. I mean, the Higgins matchup against Cincinnati was a little shaky, but it's all right, though.
Yeah, no, he's been playing fucking lights out. I think there's been years, bro. We go without no fucking Pro Bowlers, and that's and I know this is playing the what if game, but we could have added another one if Breece Hall didn't go down. He was a shoe-in to be a fucking Pro Bowler as well.
All those
ABT, like we could have had our fucking 10 players deep in that Pro Bowl. That's how good we're playing right now, 100%. But let's get to Orlando, bro.
Benny, have a good one, y'all. Just go raise up.
Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you coming in, G. Orlando, talk to me, bro. What's your overreaction Monday?
What's up, guys? I'm slowly recording. Yesterday that was wild. I haven't been in a game like that in forever. My overreaction was 2 things. One, I don't know why. I think we're gonna host a playoff game this year. And if you look at the stats, Quinton's on pace to have better year than Aaron Donald did when he won those 2 defensive MVPs. I think there's an outside shot he wins Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. I was thinking about the same thing earlier. I kind of mentioned it to D Wood in the space yesterday. But he mentioned it, if we keep winning games and Quinton is playing at the level that he's playing, he's gonna be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. He's that fucking talented. He's that fucking dominant. Let's see. Yeah, Terrence, bro. Go ahead, Terrence. Give me your overreaction Monday.
Yeah, Benny. Thank you. Hey, guys. Not going to say much because it's already been said, but my overreaction is who's good in the NFL? And look what we did to Buffalo. If we could beat Buffalo, then why not us? Like Garrett Ham said earlier when I was listening, maybe 20 minutes ago, this is the week where we don't have to worry about anybody. So let's start talking about the future, about the fact that these guys, as good as we are right now, a lot of these, we're so young. Look how much better we can be, not just next year or the year after, but game to game. These guys are learning how to win. And to me, it's like if we can do that to Buffalo and they have an off game and at least we played mistake free, imagine what we could do if we make the playoffs. I don't know who's dominant anymore. And so my overreaction is why not us this year?
Terrence, I absolutely fucking love it. And you're completely right. This is one of the first years in quite a while that there's absolute parity in the league. Any team could be beat on any given Sunday. The Chiefs would have lost to the Titans yesterday, if they had not even a capable quarterback, like an alive quarterback back there. If Ryan Tannehill was quarterback, they would have lost. There's every team could be beat. The Philadelphia, the Eagles are undefeated right now. They've had a cake schedule. It's gonna be interesting to see what they're like when they play a real team. That's why I'm very, very keen on if we make the playoffs. Who fucking knows? I'm not afraid of nobody. Where we match up well across with everyone due to our running game and our defense being at the level that it is. We stay healthy. We get into the playoffs. We can make things happen. And we're not going to be easy out. We're not. We might get eliminated, but it ain't going to be easy. And it's going to be ugly.
Yield, bro.
Teams are going to be tired after playing the New York Jets, 100%. Mike Berg, talk to me, brother. What's your overreaction Monday?
What's up, guys? How we doing this morning? I know I'm
Berg?
a little late to the party, but yo, we're pretty legit. Like yesterday, what I've seen, right? Zach looked a lot better than the week before. Defense was out of its mind. Sauce made up his mistake, and he played lights out after that. Not even a single pass targeted towards him. What else do I have to say? Offense looks so much fun. Like if we keep this up, 10-7, good shot. And if we go to the playoffs, you bet your ass I'm gonna be there. 100%.
Yeah, bro. At this point, 4-4 and gets you to 10-7. Again, PD was mentioning it earlier. No game is a gimme. It's a week by week league. Teams like the Bears seem to be figuring it out. Things like that. There's no gimmies, so it's hard to look forward that way. But if we beat the teams that we're supposed to, aka New England, aka Detroit, aka the Bears, aka the Jaguars. Those are 4 very winnable games that if we win those, we're a shoe into the playoffs. So,
Yes, sir.
Like I said, once you get into the playoffs, crazier things have happened. So, yeah, I fully agree, Mike. 100%. Overreaction Monday, JB. Talks to me, bro.
What's up, man? I was talking a little bit earlier, but I had I guess a second overreaction Monday that I thought of that I think you guys are going to get a kick out of. And I don't even know if it's that much of a hot take. This is a guy that we haven't talked about a lot, and I think he needs a shout out. Jordan Whitehead on the deal that we signed him for is so much better than that crap that Jamal Adams signed over in Seattle. And it's just way more egg in the face of these Seattle people that were so happy. And, Jamal throwing all that shade on the way out. And it's like, I loved him here, but it's like the way he left was just so ugh. And I think we all knew when he signed that contract and when we traded him for those picks, we're loving the return on that. And man, just another shout. It's just Jordan Whitehead. It's just, man, he's played so freaking good at such a value. It's like, why the hell would you pay Jamal that? It's like he's probably 85% of what Jamal was. So, and hey, he can actually catch a ball as we saw yesterday. So, go Jordan Whitehead and by Jamal.
Also let one hit him in the face, too, right?
Yeah.
And we're not committed to $70 million on a safety.
That's what I mean. And the other thing, and not for nothing on Whitehead, I think the other thing that people overlook, he's really young, but he's been in the league a couple of years and he's got experience from that Super Bowl team over in Tampa. And I don't think that can be discounted. I mean, we've got, that's the other thing too. It's like not only him, but like guys like CJ Mosley. It's like they've got guys on this team who have been on winning teams, come from play, and that's with Saleh too, right? Saleh, same thing. San Fran, Seattle. It's like DJ Reed. It's like they got it. It's not just that they have good young players. They got good young players that they've got ones that come from places with a history of winning and they know what it looks like. And it's just cool to see they're doing it right for the first time in 10, 15 years.
JB, all I got to say is, and I don't yell on these spaces a lot, Jay Douglas!
Yes.
You heard me?
He's
Douglas changed his franchise, bro.
Here, another hot take based on that. Joe Douglas exec of the year, Saleh coach of the year. Eh?
Hey, I could absolutely see. As of right now, say what you want. I think the two head coach of the year candidates have to be Brian Daboll for doing fantastic things with it. Let's be real here, inferior roster with the New York Giants, and they're still finding ways to win. And head coach Robert Saleh, who's absolutely has these guys firing at all cylinders. You know, we hit some adversity. It looked like they didn't fucking care, and they came back and punched these dudes right in the face right away. So that I think you're probably very, very, very right on that. But yeah, let's definitely keep going to these other hands. Ray, overreaction Monday. Talk to me.
My
Make it good, please.
overreaction take, I think Michael Carter is going to end the year with 1,000+ yards.
Where's he at? Where's
He's
he at
at
right now?
330 right now. I think they found out what's going to work for them. It's rushing the ball. You need about 8 weeks, but I see a couple giant weeks coming, and we all know that Miami defense, I can see him putting up some major yards. So that's my overreaction.
Hey, Ray, you going rushing or all purpose?
Rushing.
Ooh, I thought you were talking all purpose. I think he definitely touched it all purpose because they're gonna find ways to utilize him. I think
all purpose he easily makes it.
Yeah, 100%. I think as much as we thought James Robinson was gonna come in here and be that lead back, I think Michael Carter is gonna be that lead back, and James Robinson is gonna be that. That's how we saw it yesterday. Let's grind out some tough yards, and it's gonna be James Robinson. But I think you might be right because Michael Carter might be the lead back from here on out, 100%. But talking about Mike, what up, Mike? Give me your overreaction Monday.
My overreaction is that we win the AFC Championship and I cash in my AFC Championship winner slip, which FanDuel right now is willing to double my money as a cash out. So they're scared about it. So let's see. It was plus 8,500. So that's interesting, but that's my overreaction. Regarding the ticket sales and whatnot, I know somebody said they should KYC the customers and whatnot, but reality is we are already KYC. They know who bought the season tickets, and they know who bought the tickets from StubHub. Their names are there. KYC is mainly for NFTs that people
Exactly,
don't know.
though. No, but the KYC on customers is important because if you're a
But they
I'm the owner
already
of the Jets,
KYC us.
if
because
I'm the
our-
owner of the Jets, I know who's coming in I know who's buying tickets and I know who's selling them. If you're buying season tickets, I get it. They make money on the tickets. They don't want to not get a season ticket holder in there. But I'm talking about a prime piece of real estate in the stadium. Like if you have good seats and you continuously sell them, you are a detriment to the franchise.
Right, but that's why some people buy season tickets is so they can sell the ones they don't want to go to and buy and keep the ones they want to go to. A lot of people do that. It's just part of the game. With that said, I think this team loves to play when fan bases when the people in the stadium are against them. Like think about it.
Hold on.
Wait.
Can I get on
Let
this,
me
please?
let me answer. Then
Let him finish, Mark, and then you got it.
yeah, because I know what you're going to say, Mark. With all due respect, but think about it. I mean, the Dolphins fans showed out. We won that game. When we showed up against the Bengals, we lost. When we showed up against the Patriots, we lost. The Bills fans show up yesterday and we win. It seems like they like that atmosphere for whatever reason. They're 4-0 away. They have a losing record at home. Just a thought, guys. Just a thought.
I will rebut, if I may. Two things. I live in Colorado, as many of you know, and I've been watching this team. I went to the Denver game as one of a few green jerseys in a massive field of orange. If you don't think that home field advantage, that volume plays a role in the game in terms of false start penalties, in terms of pressure, you're kidding yourselves. And nothing is more demoralizing for me watching the game from Colorado and seeing a mixture of blue and green in the seats. I will never tell somebody what to do with their seats because they paid their own hard-earned money for them. And if they're turning a profit selling them, look, I'm not going to, throw a stick at it. But it is demoralizing for me as a fan watching the game and seeing mixed jerseys. I want the Jets to have home field advantage. I want them to have false start penalties and miscues on the opposing offense. Like this is basic football. folks. This is an
Come on.
advantage that all other teams that are good experience. The Jets should experience it too. That's
So,
my
Mark,
take.
I agree with you. That is part of the game, and I definitely agree with you that that's something that helps the team as well. But explain to me why this team always shows up when either the fans at the stadium are split or they're away. Explain that.
Michael, it's a testament to the coaching staff. They've developed a tough locker room. But if you don't think the fans and the coaches want the coaches have said it from the podium. Get in the stadium early. They even set off fireworks to try to get bodies in there to see the first couple plays of the game. Like the Jets, I
They're
can't
doing
even
that
believe
for
we're having this
sales, right?
conversation.
Woody wants the sales, so obviously he's going to have the players and the coaches say, "Hey, we want everybody in the stadium." But what do they like better, or what have they played with better? They've played better when the fans in the stadium are either split or they're away. It's just a fact.
Hey, Mark, can I just chime in real quick? I have a good kind of counterpoint, I think.
Go ahead, JB.
Thanks. I see both arguments, and I'm kind of in the middle. I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think it's necessarily that they play better in those environments or that they prefer. I guess the way to phrase it, I don't think they prefer those kind of environments. But I think, to Mark's point, I think it is a testament to the coaching staff that they're very comfortable, and I think they're able to feed off of that. And I think they feed off of both of those energies very well, good and bad, because you see, like in away games, right, where it gets loud, they're able to remain unfazed and still play well. And that's a testament to the coaching staff. But then I've also seen a lot of games over the last 2 years where, like, at home, when that stadium's rocking, man, and like the Jets fans are going crazy, those guys are dancing on the sidelines, they're jumping up on the bleachers and stuff. So I think it's somewhere in the middle. I don't necessarily think it's that, maybe it's just a coincidence that they've played better in those environments, but I just think that's a tough way to look at it. I just think it's a testament to this coaching staff that these guys are locked in and they're playing football and having fun. Like, I think that's just
JB,
it.
let me at Lee John. Where do you sit?
I'm in
All right,
314.
all right,
First
so I'm
row.
in 325. But bro, some of the prices that the Jets do and all this, bro. If my seats weren't, between 55 and $80 a game, bro, and I go to every single game, it's exhausting too. Like, people don't want to play. Some people still.
I get it. I get that.
I got cut off. I got cut off.
There's 20 million fans.
Yeah, but
there's
some
20 million
people don't.
around the stadium.
Some people don't like going to MetLife, bro. It's a disaster to get.
And it's a cultural problem that New York has, because Pittsburgh doesn't have this problem. Buffalo fans will travel for obviously 5 hours to go to a Jets game at least. And our problem is that all of our friends are telling us that they'd rather watch on Red Zone. Is that because we haven't been winning?
Yeah, go ahead, Ray. Ray and then Kenny.
Leon, I totally get where you're coming from, but the Jets screwed themselves with that whole attendance thing. First of all, we haven't been a good team in 10 years. So you have people that never bought season tickets or stopped buying season tickets because of the product that was on the field. Number two, where the stadium is located, I would go to every single game. But for me to get home from the stadium, it's 4 to 5 hours with traffic. Benny can attest to you right now, because I live further out east than he does. And to get to the game is an absolute nightmare. That's why you're like, oh, Pittsburgh don't have an issue with them. Their stadium's in their city. We're the New York Jets, and the stadium's in another fucking state.
I get
That's the issue.
So you
That's
need
the big
so
issue.
you need a friend that is willing to switch driving home with you, because I have Sunday.
Not about that.
I put my Sunday ticket up on the dashboard. I
day.
drive home. I live in Levittown. It takes me about an hour and a half to get home. It takes me 40 minutes to get there when I tailgate. So we tailgate and we go home. And if I don't want to drive, which I always just drive anyway, it takes me an hour and a half. I get it.
Well,
at least you're probably pushing almost.
Suffolk County's full of Jet fans where I'm at. Full of it. Where I'm at exit 68, it takes me 3 to 4 hours to get home. Easily. Every Jet game, it never fails. I don't know how that's a crock of shit. You're getting home in an hour and a half. Over the bridge.
With the marathon yesterday, I was home 4, 6 o'clock.
That's not an hour and a half. Come on, Lejon.
No, I swear to God.
Going to
I swear
games my
God.
entire life. You're not getting to Levittown in an hour and a half getting out of there.
Hey, what time did we get home last night?
All right, before we get a little
5
before
o'clock.
we get
Come on.
before we
My
get down the
girlfriend's a
rabbit
season
hole and
ticket
start
holder.
talking,
I can't get anyone
hey
to go.
guys,
It's been an hour and a half. Sorry.
guys, before we get down the rabbit hole and start talking daylight savings time and some other stuff, look, let's hit the point. It would be nice for the Jets to have a 12th man. I don't think that they're winning because they're winning in spite of not having the 12th man advantage, not because of it. That's my point.
Yeah, we need a fucking stadium in Huntington, honestly. We need a stadium in the middle of Long Island. That's where our fans are, and the Jersey guys would probably take the train, honestly. But it is what it is.
Kenny, what up, brother?
I slept good last night. That's for sure. Listen, just know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of these friggin' Bills fans. Sauce Gardner, a penalty. It was nowhere near a penalty. Just sick of it. A bunch of friggin' crybabies. I posted.
Kenny, how about the two helmet to helmet?
Yeah.
If they call that Zach Wilson call at the goal line, the helmet to helmet, the game's over, Kenny.
Game's over.
There's 3 kneel downs and you kick a field goal with 10 seconds to go.
100%. And regarding the stadium, listen, I get it. The stadium's a shit show. It's not, there's no home field. Regarding traffic, I don't got to deal with it. I'm down in Manalapan, so it takes me about 35 minutes to get up there. But listen, it is what it is. We're never going to have our own stadium. I know there's a clause we can get out in 2 years, but they're never investing the money again to build another stadium. Traffic, listen, it's not like it's baseball where you got season tickets and you got to go 80 times a year or whatever, 40 times a year. It's 8 Sundays a year. So, once a month dealing with traffic, not a problem for the guys that live out in Long Island, I hope. But and regarding a lot of the Buffalo fans and other opposing teams that come in, there's a reason for it. The tickets, the stadium is not a season ticket sellout. There are seats available behind the Buffalo bench that are put on through Ticketmaster, through StubHub, from what I think, because they don't have a choice. They're in it to make money, and those tickets are being sold by the Jets because the seats are empty. They're not being taken by season ticket holders because of the price. To sit downstairs behind there, you got to pay close to $10,000 for a licensing fee, and you're paying up to $300-$400 a game for the ticket.
I think it's 15,000 for the licensing down there.
See, yeah, 15,000. Yes, so they're going to just sell them on to StubHub and get their money back. Which, unfortunately, it is what it is. Because if they would have just kept it with no PSL, that stadium would still be all Jet fans. Because even when the Jets were horrible, the fans would pack the building.
So, but Kenny, that's a big problem because the fans are saying we don't want to pay the $10,000 for the PSL, and then they're saying, all right, we're going to sell it to Buffalo fans for no fucking PSL
The
price.
Jets sell it
That's
to
so
the
fucked
Buffalo
up.
Yeah, Lee John. That's a big
It's the
bro.
Buffalo fans that are buying it from the Jets site. And they're not going to block people from buying seats.
No.
Ray, and Kenny, let me just jump in here because the Mets did this shit, Lee John. The Mets made me pay for extra seats $138 for upper levels or whatever they were, $179. And then they lowered them because the Mets didn't sell out during the playoffs. So I got fucking screwed as a season ticket holder, and somebody that doesn't go every day, a casual fan, benefited. So it's on the Jets and it's on these other teams.
And it's the Jets selling them. If you buy a ticket on StubHub, you're going to get an email the next day from the Jets. How was your experience? So right there, it tells you it's the Jets selling them. But it is what it is. Like it says, when I know the Jet fans, when the Jets are winning, they travel well. We do travel well. But the stadiums that we're going into, they're sold out. Their season ticket, basically, the top teams, they don't have this problem selling out the stadium. But like I says, when we are never going to have our own stadium. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just a shame that when they built this, how they did this, come on. I've been to almost every NFL stadium, and MetLife is the worst stadium. There's nothing to it. It looks like you're walking into a huge prison. There's nothing
You
around
can't
it.
even walk through the section 200.
No.
If you have tickets, you don't know the map of the stadium, you actually probably will miss the first 5-10 minutes of
Yes.
the game, not knowing how to fucking get to
Yeah,
250.
because they
from
don't let you
220.
through the club level.
It's unbelievable.
You gotta go through the club level to get from one end zone to the other, and they don't let you through.
That
You gotta
happened
go
to me
back
at the
down
game.
and up and around. So yep, if you don't know the stadium and you're going to like the first time there and you think you're just gonna go in any entrance and get to your seat, it ain't happening. You gotta go up and around. You know, the design of the stadium isn't the greatest, but you know what? Let's worry about what happens on the field.
Yeah, Kenny, I know you just came in and this is what we were talking about. But I was doing like an overreaction Monday, like anything could be crazy. People been saying anything crazy. You have an overreaction Monday first?
Overreaction? You know what it is? 6-3 at the bye. Listen, like Salah said in his press conference yesterday, when I think Costello asked him the question, "Do you think the NFL is noticed you guys?" And his exact words, "Well, what do you think?" Which is the way to answer that question. Obviously, we put the NFL on notice that the Jets will be reckoned with, and the good thing is they got a good mix here of young talent, and next year, let's not look to next year yet, but moving forward, the Jets have the salary cap room to plug in key pieces for a quick fix at certain positions to get to the Super Bowl level. Right now, we're building, and it came quickly because of the defense. And defense wins championships. And I'm not talking about the gentleman that comes in here on Twitter, but that's just a statement. That's just a statement for years. Defense wins championships. So just keep doing what they're doing. And we just got to believe in the system now. Listen, I'll be the first one, and I said it yesterday. I was ripping Zach in the first half, but you know what? You're not going to see me rip him anymore. It is what it is. We're stuck with him, and he proved a lot to me yesterday in that second half where he did what he had to do to win the game, especially on that third down and goal inside 2 minutes where the play wasn't there, and he just held on to the ball and went down. That's it. Let's kick the field goal and get the hell out of here.
Hell yeah. I think we're all happy with what's going on right now, going into next year. Our expectations are going to be through the roof, and I absolutely can't wait. All that being said, I have to run, but I appreciate all of you guys coming through, celebrating Victory Monday with me. Let's make this the norm. 4 out of the last 5. So a lot more Victory Mondays to come. This is an exciting time. Enjoy it. We got a bye week coming up. So if you can, do yourself a favor and take a break off of Twitter, because I know it's exhausting and everything like that. And as well as the players are resting up and restarting, let's do the same. So, yeah, I know that's what I'm gonna do at least.
Yeah,
But
I hear you, Benny, and I'm, I know we all got shows on here in the lounge. I know me and Joe Wednesday night. I don't think there's gonna be a show. We're just gonna, like I said, spend some family time. We invest a lot of time in this, all of us on here. But listen, let's enjoy the bye week, and then me and Joe will be up next Wednesday and talking Patriot Week again.
Hey, Kenny, how about you tell Joe to stop blocking people so we can get in there?
Yeah, Kenny, I can't go on your show no more.
Oh my God. Joe is like, Joe, you know what? The bye week comes just in time for Joe, because I spoke to Joe this morning and he was like, he needs a break from Twitter. It's gonna be, it's the new Joe, he told me. He actually joined the gym.
Give him a challenge, Kenny. Tell him to go back and unblock every single person he's got blocked. Fresh start.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm actually golfing with him on Thursday, so I told him. I already told him. Come on, he's a new outlook on life. I know what he tells me. He goes, things when the Jets lose, it makes for better Twitter. I says, no, it doesn't.
God.
Hey, Benny, Kenny, and Ray, here's my overreaction. Joe and Clark will be freaking ready to fucking scream at people again with the Jets Patriots. So he'll be back to same old Joe.
Yeah, next Wednesday. We're gonna see. He's got a week and a half to unblock everybody, take a fresh start, because he's burnt out. He is. I said, we're all having fun. Winning is much better than losing. Your food tastes better. The weather's better. Look at the Jets winning. I feel like I'm in Florida. I'm ready to open the pool again. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll be with Joey on Thursday playing golf. And actually, Joe Beningo's joining us. I got to get Joe Beningo
I'll
on.
still be having jet lounges and Jets pop up. So
I know.
I ain't going.
Petey,
Yeah,
Joey.
I know Petey can't get off. Yo, go ahead, Joe.
Yep. Petey, Joey said, he goes, I don't know how Petey does it. He's in every single, if there's 10 spaces up at one time, he's in 9 of them. He goes, I don't know how he does it. I said, there's more than one Petey, I think. I said, I think he pays people to go on for him. But yeah, I'll get Joe right. I'll get Joe right on the bye week.
So you say
What's
that
up, Jokes?
SOJ. So you say same old Jets, SOJ turned into same old Joe.
Yeah, that's my overreaction.
SOJ. All right.
No,
Good.
it's SOJ is same old Jokes. How about that?
Same old Jokes. All
take
good.
it.
All good stuff.
Jokes
all
is
good
the man.
stuff.
Jokes does good on here. I like Jokes.
Yo, guys, what do you think? I'm going to Jets at Vikings. I got a night flight Sunday night coming home, but now I'm hearing that game might get flexed. So I got to change my flight, which sucks because it's going to cost me a few dollars to change it. Hopefully they don't flex it out. We'll see what happens.
What? They're talking about flexing that game, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, the other thing I'm thinking is the following week, the Jets are at Buffalo. I think that's a better Sunday night game than Jets at Vikings. So I got to watch with my travel plans now with these flights.
Kenny, what do you think about? I think a dark horse for a flex game might be that Seattle game.
Seattle and the Rams?
No, like when we play Seattle. What week is that? Does that line up?
Oh, that's New Year's. That's New Year's week.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So that probably can't be. That's different then.
Am I the only one that hates when they flex when our team is on prime time? Because I like to have that game at 1 o'clock.
Honestly,
know what happened and relax.
I go either way. Like I like having that 1 o'clock, but at the same time, like I don't know. I personally like it because we've had so few. Like I always think about that Cowboys game with that Revis pick and everything. Like that game was amazing. Like. I don't know. I kind of like it because then you just sit back. It's like, everybody, all the eyes are on your team. And if we ball out, everybody's going to be talking about you the next day and that whole night. So I like that,
I wish we had a couple of 4 o'clock home games because it makes for a better tailgate. You don't got to rush up there.
Yeah.
You're eating fucking hamburgers and hot dogs at 10 in the morning, So,
anybody gonna be in Foxborough in 2 weeks? I'll be there.
That's one game as of right now I can't make. I got a Saturday night. I got a Sweet 16, my best friend's daughter, and he's been to all my kids' events, and I already yelled at him. He's like, "You can't miss." He goes, "Drive up Sunday morning." I said, "I ain't driving up Sunday to the Jet game." I says, "I'm not getting up at 6 in the morning," and so that one there. But I'm
That's
now
a
I'm
game
playing.
they may flex too, Kenny. They may
Will
flex
be
that
there.
Jets Patriot.
He'll be there.
Oh, you know what? Might work out better if that's a night game.
It's Broncos against Chiefs. So
yeah.
Hey, pray for me. I accept. So I was not going to go to the game, and I was offered tickets from a Patriots season ticket holder. So I'm sitting 8 rows off the field in the corner of the end zone, on the side of the field across from the little lounge thing. So I am going to be there in my Zach jersey, loud and proud, and pray that I make it out alive.
You'll make it out alive. The hell with that.
Yeah.
Block, no bite.
Yeah, I got to run. I just got something really important I got to do. But I appreciate y'all. I'll talk